Okay, welcome to Secret Keepers session 35.
We did it.
We did it.
We didn't even mean it. We just all laughed at your joke, and you're like, okay, fuck it, let's do it.
For everybody watching, all 2 people or 1.5 people, I am sick, so I apologize. If it doesn't sound super great today, if I don't sound super great today, I might not do accents. I'll try, but Atiel has a pretty. So, anyway, does anybody want to give the recap of the last session? It's been 2 weeks, so I understand if nobody can really remember, but I did do a
2
little
weeks
bit of
already.
Yeah, we didn't have a session last week.
Like less than a week ago that our last session was. What the fuck?
No.
Nope, we didn't have a session
Have I
last
just
week.
been that enticed in the Godless SMP?
Yeah, Ty.
Or Genshin? One of the two. Probably both.
It's very in character of you, Ty.
That makes sense, yeah.
Oh shit! Speaking of Godless, I have a lore stream tomorrow that I need to prepare for. Anyway.
I don't 100% remember what happened, so I don't know if I want to.
I can give the recap considering the fact that I thought that we played last week.
Yeah,
so,
you have it most on your memory, so go ahead and give the recap of last session. Also, real quick, can you guys hear the music?
Oh no!
It's fairly quiet.
No.
Oh, sort of. It is
just a little bit.
It's very quiet. Okay.
I can kind of hear it.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out, but for now we're gonna go with it as is.
Okay.
Because this is gonna be very loud for the stream if I have it this loud, so I'll figure that out at some other point.
Fair. Yeah, we can figure it out later. But last session, did we do anything other than just like spend the entire session getting ready to go to the spa?
I don't know, it's fresh in your memory.
The only thing I can remember is like going in to go to the spa and then joking about how we're gonna get assaulted by like 14 elementals or something.
The session started with you guys being split off into 3 different groups.
In the morning, right?
Right. There was. Right.
Do you want to give the recap? I can give the recap.
The whole. Yeah. You do recap.
Okay. In 2 weeks ago, session 34, called Horizon Hiatus. The party was getting settled in their new house and planning for a day at the spa the next day. It's been so long I can't remember character names. Bella and Luna were on their way back to the house after dropping Fifi off at the Dragon's Crown. They went back to the house, pretty much spent the rest of the day there. However, later at night, Bella offered to go back to the Dragon's Crown to pick up Fifi because they said that they would come back to get Fifi later on in the day. In the process of doing so, Luna came with, snuck behind without Bella paying attention because Bella's passive perception is very low. Luna traveled along with them. Luna, being the chaotic person that they are, was trying to hide even after being spotted by Fifi, and ran upstairs into the Dragon's Crown top floor, the 6th floor, I believe. Went all the way down the hall and ran into a Goliath noble by the name of Ilivek, who asked if she was the help. Luna, being the chaotic player that she is, said, yes, I am in fact the help. Came in and decided to start helping, but didn't really know what she was doing, and got kicked out and got yelled at and was told to tell Atiel to send the real help that knew what they were doing. Meanwhile, the party at the same time went to... Actually, no, sorry. Luna? Did you stay at the Dragon's Crown that night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Luna found a random empty room, and the rest of the party slept back at the house. In the morning, the party went to go talk to Undir to see if he still wanted to come with them to the spa, which he did. There's a couple of interactions and some lore dumps in the process, but nothing too exciting happened there. Meanwhile, Luna woke up to a housemaid coming in and realizing that somebody was in there who shouldn't have been. She told the housekeeper that she ran into Ilvek. The housekeeper freaked out. Then Luna left, found the rest of the party, told the party what happened. Fifi said, "Oh, that's not a good thing. That guy is a high-end noble. He's going to be pretty mad." And that's where we left off. And
So, I want to apologize beforehand for being such a fucking idiot. I forgot to upload the last 2 sessions to YouTube, and the VODs aren't on the Twitch anymore.
the last one is.
No, it's not. I just checked.
Oh man, it was literally on. I watched it earlier.
People are gonna miss the spa arc.
Oh well, nothing that important happened at all in those 2 episodes.
I think the only real major thing was Bella telling Luna about the fact that she's a blood hunter.
Yeah, it was mainly just like shopping and figuring out that you guys wanted to go to the spa.
Yeah. This is more so this conversation is more so a PSA to the people who decide to watch this on YouTube, because we are so sorry. I am so sorry. I specifically am so sorry for being such a fucking idiot.
Ty, it's fine, honestly.
I will make sure that I upload this one and all the other ones. I missed 2 because
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are currently on your way to the Dragon's Crown. You're in the middle of the city after having a long conversation with Luna about the fact that she shouldn't have done the things that she did, which is very common for you guys to have those sort of conversations. I think you guys talked about either cutting Luna's hair off or dyeing her hair, but you never actually made a decision.
No, we did.
Wait, no, I thought
Yeah, she cut her hair.
off with like the dagger or something.
Yeah, she cut her hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Luna
I must have skipped
in
over
the
that
middle
part
of
when I was
the road.
listening earlier. Okay, so Luna's cut some of her hair off. She's not bald or anything like that, but her hair is now significantly shorter. So, what do you guys do?
Out of curiosity, Jason, are there any plants in the city? Like, I know a lot of cities will have like gardens and such. But like on the sides of the roads, are there any like bushes or anything?
Occasionally, but it's fairly rare.
Okay.
Like the fact that you guys have a garden in your backyard is like significant.
Okay. Do we see any rodents around? Have we seen any rodents in our time in the city?
Yes, but they're not so common as to just be able to pick one up like out of nowhere.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get a grasp on something for later on. Okay, thank you.
Yep. So what are you guys doing?
To the spa.
To the spa.
That will lead the way.
The spa.
Okay, you guys are going to the Dragon's Crown. You approach the Dragon's Crown. All of you have been here at this point. Some of you many more times than others. But you all recognize it now as the Dragon's Crown. You walk in, and normally Atiel is there to greet you at the door. This time, Atiel is not there. And in fact, there is no help at the front door. And there's actually a line of people waiting at the bar as well.
I just did the wrong character voice. Is everything alright in here?
Who are you talking to?
Just anyone.
It looks like Atiel is busy with something. Fifi glares at Luna.
Luna, not catching on to this, would just like look off towards the line. Huh, this is strange. You'd think they'd be smarter about how they work around schedules and such.
Fifi, you would know for a fact that this is very, very out of the normal.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky's gonna try and sneak into the kitchen.
Okay. Describe how you're sneaking into the kitchen.
Okay, so while everyone's focused on like the bar, she's gonna kind of try and like go around some people who are like more absent-minded in like the line, and just kind of duck her head under like the door frame.
Okay. Can you roll me a stealth check?
Yep.
Okay, you try to sneak away, but in the process, you kind of forget for a moment that you are taller than everybody else. So you're just like standing well above everybody. And as soon as a couple people notice you, like probably Fifi immediately notices you and other people notice you walking over, you like duck your head to try and hide yourself, but it's too late. Everybody has seen you. Even Bella, who has a 9 passive perception.
Hi, what are you doing?
Nothing. She just goes back in place.
Okay.
Luna will lean over
People
towards.
usually do nothing in this world. And do it so weirdly, too. Why do
Don't worry,
people
Bella.
do
It's
things
common.
It is? Okay. Got it. The doing
Luna will lean
nothing
over
weirdly is common.
to Malake and whisper, "So, what's the plan here? What are we trying to do?"
She's just gonna whisper over. I was gonna check out the kitchen, but obviously that didn't work out.
Alright. What if I cause a distraction?
That's a good idea right now. Maybe we should try and find Atiel.
Okay. Wait, I think Atiel. Just to clarify, Luna only told Fifi out of everyone in the party. Luna only told Fifi what was going on. Okay. Realizing that the rest of the party doesn't know anything.
So, like, are we at the same place?
You guys are at the Dragon's Crown.
'Cause I feel like, is that where we were before?
That was, yes, the last
Like the
inn
last
that you...
time that we got a spa day?
No,
No,
that was in Wahidnan. This is in the city of Aliona.
Oh, got it. Because I was like, I feel like Fred and Muriel would recognize it somewhat, but no, not if it's a different place.
Yeah, so this is a completely different place, but you do recognize the location. Fred, you've been here at least twice at this point, so you do know the Dragon's Crown. It's a fairly uppity inn inside Aliona.
How long did it?
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Okay. Yes. I wasn't doing anything.
I just heard Fred go, all right. Yes.
Yes.
Wait, is my mic that bad?
Yeah.
Right now it's kind of
Okay,
in
hold
and out.
On.
How long does it?
Okay, I didn't want to do this, but
Needs to get you a new
Fred's
microphone.
about to kill her mic. Fred's
Okay.
about to kill her mic.
Is this okay?
Fred,
I
I can buy you a
sorry.
new mic.
I'll let's continue.
I think Fred was trying to say
Yeah,
that
I'm
we
gonna
can
strangle it in cold blood.
Okay. How
Okay,
long
so-
does it look like the line's been here, Jason?
hard to tell because you're not like you don't know how long people tend to stay in lines for. So, but at least a decent while, like 30 minutes at the minimum, few hours at the most.
Luna's going to lean down. Wait. Luna still has Fifi on her. So, Luna's going to kind of turn her head to look at Fifi. Do you think we should possibly try to help them? I mean, they could lose business if no one's here to help, right?
Phoebe looks towards the rest of the party and says, I don't know if we're qualified to help.
I mean, come on, Neil. Malake is a great cook. I mean, like, she can run the kitchen, and we could at least you know the menu here, right? At least a little bit, maybe.
I know bits and pieces.
We could try to run it at least decently.
Yeah, we could try to alleviate the line a little bit.
Exactly. So, Fifi, how do you suggest we go about this? You know this place the best. It would probably be better if you tell us what to do.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm still pretty new here myself. I don't think any of us are qualified for the front desk.
It's easy. You can do it. And Luna will start to walk towards the front desk.
Oh no.
Undir from behind you guys says, "Oh, I work the front desk at the Strong Steady Stalwart every day.
Yes, that's perfect.
I guess I could help until it's time for the spa."
All right,
That's
you
a
run the
good
front
idea.
desk. You'll run the front desk, okay?
Oh.
Malake can run the kitchen because actually, is there anyone in the kitchen? Would they be food running? Is it possible that the entire place is going to get set on fire if we're not careful?
I imagine the chefs are probably still cooking.
Then we can get one of them to help at least.
Yeah. DM, would I know if this was like a one-man show by Atiel or if like he had a full crew?
Oh, he has a full crew. He's got a few chefs. He has a single bartender who seems to not be there currently. He's got a few chefs.
Right.
He's got a few waiters, waitresses, etc. He's got a full crew.
All right. So really, we just need the front desk, which Undir can do.
Need front desk and barkeep.
Right. Is anyone good with drinks?
I know a little bit, but I don't think I should.
Come on, Bella, it'll be great. I'll help you. And Luna will go to grab Bella.
Why don't you
Oh
just?
no.
You know I'm not from here. You know I don't know how things are done here.
Well,
I know a little bit about how it's made up there, but I don't even.
Malake,
Yeah.
I know you're into that cooking stuff, but does that include the drinking stuff also?
I really haven't done much with that stuff.
I'm sure between the
Him
three of
is,
us we can figure it out.
Backstory-wise, I'm assuming that's true. I just want to double check.
Yeah, based off of what I recall, we never talked about that. You would know a little bit, but nothing to this standard. Yeah. Like you know how to pour ale, but you don't know how to make a drink.
Well, here, Undir.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Undir. Just inform people that only ale will be available at the bar right now.
I don't know if they'll like that, but okay.
They probably won't, but it'd probably be better than giving them a drink that they didn't want.
Well, we could always ask. Okay, one thing. Well, we could always possibly ask them what the drink is, and I'm sure they have a book or something around here. We could at least make basic drinks, just a little more than just ale, because
the thing is,
if we're not even serving water, then that's bad.
The thing is, that looks probably even more unprofessional to someone so high class. If we have to consult a book after they tell us the name of their drink.
Okay, that's fair.
She's going to check and see if there's any. She's gonna try and get into the kitchen again.
Okay.
See if there's someone she can talk to back there.
Okay. As you enter into the kitchen, it looks like they're going pretty hectic in there. You look around quickly, and from your basic understanding of how a kitchen should work, it looks as if they do not currently have a head chef or a sous chef. So they just have line cooks, and that's about it currently. So it's pretty hectic in there. So you could try and talk to somebody, but
there's someone who might, out of all the chefs, who might know more or have more experience than the rest of them.
Roll me an insight check and a perception. Do both.
Okay.
You look around, and they definitely all are wearing the same outfits, so they're definitely all the same level as far as pay grade and etc. But as you look, it does look like there are a couple that don't necessarily know what they're doing a whole lot, and there's a couple that do know a little bit more. You can't pick out who might be the most, but you do know you shouldn't probably talk to these couple of people.
Okay. She's going to ask one of the people who looks more experienced if she can help out.
Do you know how to cook?
Yeah.
Get right on the line. Just go over there and just he's trying to talk to you, but he's continuing to do things while he's talking to you, so it's hard for him to process what's going on.
So what are they making?
They are making something called booze, which is spicy mutton dumplings, a buffalo ribeye, and every once in a while they're making a dragon steak. But the other two things are the primary things that they're making.
Oh.
She's just going to get started on whatever order is handed to her.
All right, so we have Unda at the front, Malake cooking, Fred, Bella, what can we do?
Why didn't you include Luna?
Also, do I have to make any rules for
Yeah, I'm gonna have. There's gonna be a bunch of rolls in a minute. We're not gonna do any rolls right yet, but we will do rolls in a minute. Fifi, I will say you can recognize that although that there are some servers, there are definitely not enough servers right now.
Right. Fifi will look at Bella and say, Bella, you're nice. Do you think you can wait tables?
Yeah, I can do that. Bella's gonna reach to where her necklace used to hang and then remember that it's not there and just kind of mutter under her breath, Leda, guide me. And she's going to try and do the table thing.
Okay.
Fifi herself will, absolutely, I think the best job for Fifi would be cleaning off tables once people leave them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that any table that can be available is available.
Okay, that leaves. You guys still need a barkeep if you guys are using one. But
I think our only choice for a barkeep is Luna.
Mm-hmm. And I hate that. I hate that so much.
How about this? Luna, Fred's not here, but I'm sure Fred would totally be down to help out with being a barkeep. So Luna and Fred will tag team the barkeep.
Got it.
All right.
Okay. So you guys
Fifi also I wanted to know, as a double, Fifi will also make sure everyone's drinks are topped off. So it's not just cleaning.
Okay, give me 1 second. I need to cough really badly.
Cough break.
Cough break. This is not
Okay.
how I was expecting to start off this session.
This is fun, though.
When the DM said, haha, you think you guys are actually going to the spa, this is not what I imagined.
Oh,
Walking
you
jobs,
don't
that's
even
what
know
this
the half of what I have in store for you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The DM just literally told us we all need to get jobs.
So,
Okay. So can I please
I have a
have...
question.
Sure.
Are there restaurants in the Celestial Realms? Like, are there, like, angel-run restaurants or something?
No.
Okay, so then Bella's never seen a restaurant in her life
There-
besides for
Alright, Fifi,
Dragon's Crown.
Fifi would explain that all you need to do is be nice, smile, ask people for their orders, and write them down and bring them to the chef.
Bella would nod, flip to the very back of her journal, and that's what she'll use to write down the orders.
Fifi would do everything else a waiter is supposed to do that she didn't tell Bella.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and I will say, I'm not sure. Do you think Leda would have taught Bella to read Common or just Celestial?
You know Common from before you went up there.
She knew how to speak Common.
You know how to
Her
read
father
it as
would have.
well.
I doubt her father would have taught her. Not
How
after.
How old were you?
You're
She's
human.
21. Just because she can
As the
speak-
DM, I am
Lisbon
ruling
couldn't
that
read.
your father was
Okay.
not that horrible of a
can't-
person that he would only teach you how to talk but not read.
We can
Especially-
Seven.
He
She was
especially
like a
since he's
seven.
especially since he's like the strictest person in the entire world. That's more like you know Common more than most people do. Not that you don't know it at all.
Got it.
we can't have two player characters that can't read here. Come on.
Yeah, you know how to read Common.
Got it.
That specifically can read Celestial, but not Common.
All right. Then she will be taking the orders in Common instead of having to translate things through her mind and then possibly losing something in translation.
Oh man, this is the most I've talked in over a week.
Oh my god.
If I just stop talking for a little bit, it's because I'm having a cough break. I apologize.
Enough.
Okay. Muriel, can I please have you roll me... Let's see. I need you to roll me a general intelligence check. I need you to roll me a general charisma check.
Oh no!
And then I need you to roll me a cooking check. So that's intelligence plus proficiency plus 1.
Okay, so first intelligence, charisma, and then you said intelligence plus what?
Plus a proficiency plus 1. So that would be plus 7. Fred, just so you know, since you were gone when I made the decision, you and Luna are tag teaming being barkeeps at this very fancy hotel. I think Fred would make a fantastic barkeep, actually.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, so first intelligence check was 12, charisma check was 14, and then intelligence check was 29.
29?
If because the 22 plus the 7 plus
How'd
the
you roll a
3 for
22?
the bonus. Okay, I rolled a 19 that I got a plus 3 from the intelligence bonus, then plus a 7 plus for the bonus that you.
Oh no, it was just plus 7 total, so it'd be 26.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was like 29. That's impossible.
Yeah, no, 26 then. Okay.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit to understand exactly what it is that they're cooking, because you don't recognize this dish at all. Because you've been essentially put immediately on cooking booze, which is the spicy mutton dumplings, and you've never ever had to work with mutton. You've never had to make dumplings. You have some familiarity with spice, but not that much of familiarity with spice. So it does take you a little bit of time. So your first couple of dishes, you know that you've messed up a little bit. But by looking to and talking with some of the other line cooks, you eventually get the hang of it. And the rest of, so essentially this is going to happen for about 3 hours. So the rest of the 3 hours that you guys are going to be doing this until something else happens. You're able to cook all of these out perfectly, seamlessly, and like you know how to make this from the back of your hand by the end of the day. And you know that this is a very, very good dish that you can make at any point. So
what is it called again?
It's called Booze, B-U-U-Z.
B-U-Z-Z?
B-U-U-Z.
Okay.
And it's spicy mutton dumplings. And I can give you ingredients for it if you want to remind me to do that later. I'm not going to do it right now. Okay, moving on. Bella, can I please have you roll me also a general intelligence check, a general charisma check, and a let's say performance check.
Okay, I can do all of those. Those are better than anything wisdom based. So that's 13, 10, 10.
So 13, 10, 10. Okay, so you get the general idea of what you're supposed to do fairly well. Your first table definitely can tell that you are very new to what you are doing. But you do the basics of it, and you try to pay attention to what the other people are doing, the other servers are doing, and trying to essentially mimic them. And you're doing a fairly decent job, but it is pretty apparent to the other people, to the people that you're waiting, that you don't really know what you're doing, that it might be your first day. And even if it is your first day, you're not doing a very good job at it, even though it is your first day. So you have a couple of mean patrons, but you being you probably wouldn't talk back to them or anything like that. I would roleplay it if it was Luna, but I think Bella would just apologize. So
yeah, Bella would genuinely just apologize.
Yeah. Okay. But you're able to do it. It does take you a little bit longer to do your tables than most other people, but you're doing perfectly fine. Okay. Fifi, can I have you roll me? I'm not going to have you roll me the intelligence or the charisma check, so just roll me, what is a cleaning check?
I don't know.
I'd almost say like a dexterity something.
I think it's intelligence and dexterity.
Can I roll it? Oh, I got an intelligence.
Can I argue
perception for being able to see it better?
What about wisdom instead?
I'm going to average your dexterity, intelligence, and perception, which is 4, 3, 13 divided by 3, that's 4. So, yeah, just plus 4.
Just plus 4 on a roll?
Yeah, plus 4 on a roll.
Alright. 23.
Welcome to D&D, where we start our sessions off getting a fucking job. It's fancy, and yet it's still real life.
Okay. You've probably already done this task in before, so you already know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're more used to cleaning rooms, but I'm sure at some point when you first got here, they might have had you cleaning tables and realized that you were very good at what you were doing. So they put you into cleaning rooms. So you just go right back into the swing of things. It's like an absolute breeze for you. You notice every tiny little thing that's off and you fix it before anybody can even notice that it's fixed. And most people can't even notice that you're there because you're so tiny. So it's a double whammy. You do a fantastic job. This entire place is pretty much spotless by the end of the 3 hours. To the point that you're actually getting bored waiting for people to finish and like sitting at the edge of their table waiting for them to finish their food so you can take the plate away from them. Okay. Luna and Fred, I need you both to roll me a general intelligence and then a performance check each.
Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
a what in the performance?
A general intelligence, so whatever your intelligence bonus is, just that straight, and then a performance check.
I'm sorry.
So-
Do you mind rolling for me this one time?
Oh, yeah, sure,
I should
I
be
can.
good now, but I just got back in
Yeah,
good
I'll
service,
roll
and
for
I
you.
wasn't. Thank
Okay,
you.
the intelligence check is an 11 and the performance check is an 18.
Okay. So Fred, having lived in the not library, has done some reading in the past as to how to make some of these mixed drinks that people are talking about. So as Luna is talking to some of the patrons, Luna being very friendly with people and kind of chaotic at the same time, she asks what they want, and Luna is essentially stalling to try and figure out what the drink is. But in the process, Fred is in the back just making the drink as if Fred has done this for a while. Fred has to look at the book every once in a while just to remind himself of a couple of things, but he is doing a fantastic job of making a lot of these mixed drinks. Every once in a while, one of them you'll make incorrectly and somebody will complain, but Luna is good enough at being able to talk with people that nobody gets really that mad. They just get a little bit annoyed. So you guys basically went into a really quick scheme of understanding that Luna is the front man, talking to people, being like the barkeep that talks to people, cleans out the dishes, etc., just being the nice person, while Fred is the one that's actually making all of the drinks. So you guys do a pretty decent job. So yeah, way to go, everybody. Everybody's doing a fantastic job.
Fred, all the awesome free mediocre mixologist.
Fred is gonna multi-class into artificer now and take alchemist.
Alchemist.
No.
Man,
Fred,
imagine
Luna-
if he was here feeding people
Luna would
baking soda.
definitely try to upsell people and like have them get them to add a little spice to their drink.
That does not surprise me. Okay, I'm gonna roll some things for Undir, and then that'll be it.
Except.
Oof.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, so while the rest of you guys are doing fairly well at all of your individual tasks, every once in a while you'll look back at Undir, who has a decent line of people at the front door that he's trying to talk to. It does not seem like Undir is very good at talking to people very quickly, as you guys probably already know. And he gets confused because he's not a hotel manager, so he's not entirely sure what some of the requests that people have are. And he doesn't really know how to send people to rooms because he doesn't understand how any of the rooms work. But he's sending people up, and some people come back down, some people don't. It's just taking him a very, very long time. He rolled a natural 3, so yeah, he did not do a very good job.
I'm trying to think. We could send Bella over there, but I don't think Bella would know any more about it than Undir.
Hold
The
up,
only
hold up.
person I think that could do a better job than that is Luna, and we kind of need Luna as the bartender.
Yeah. Bella would just be faster about being wrong.
I would say eventually when Fifi, because Fifi is doing a fantastic job When Fifi starts to get bored, she will realize that she can help Undir at least a little bit, give some information. So later on during the day, it starts to go better where Undir's not making as many mistakes as it comes to like assigning rooms and such. But the start of the day, Undir was very, very stressed. But after a few hours, you guys are all still in your general positions. After a few hours, you see Atiel come down the stairs, and he looks around and he seems quite confused. But then he looks behind the bar. What's it called? The bar? The bar. He looks behind the bar and notices a face behind the bar that as soon as he notices it, he rushes over to Luna and looks Luna directly in the eyes and says, You can't be here.
Why?
Why? Have you not noticed the state of...
And Luna will go to continue working while talking.
Have you not noticed the state of the inn?
What exactly is going on? I mean, we came in and we started helping out because there was no one around.
When Ilivek found out that you were not the help, he went berserk. You can't be here. Do you understand? If he sees you here, I don't know what will happen of you, but it won't be good. And I know for a fact that it won't be good for the inn either.
Okay. He did. Is there a possible way that like I continue working and like I don't know, hide my hair, I could change my clothes even, just like make myself less recognizable.
No, just...
How often does he come down to this popular bar anyway?
It doesn't matter. He has other people that recognize who you are. And, okay. Let me think. Just go down to the basements. What? Oh, you weren't there for that. Just follow me. And he starts walking towards the basement.
Brad, cover the bar, and Luna will walk off.
Oh God! Fred's left in charge of the bar.
The rest of you guys do notice that as Atiel comes down, a couple more people start coming down to fill back into their positions. It seemed as if this guy Ilivek was like very angry, and for that everybody was up just trying to tend to him as best as possible to try and get him to calm down, which is why everybody was upstairs. So they were all working, they just weren't downstairs. So you guys can continue working, or you can follow Luna. It's up to you guys.
Bella's gonna continue working until she feels confident that there's enough people.
Yeah, if I see people like sliding into Fifi's role, then Fifi will follow Luna. If not,
Okay.
Fifi will keep doing what she's doing.
Loki's going to wait until she sees the head chef. And
Okay.
then just kind of walk by before going down to Luna.
Okay. So that's basically essentially everybody, because Bella, there are servers that essentially come down, so you do feel as if there are more people replacing you essentially. So
she'll finish up the orders that she still has to do, and then she'll head out.
Okay. Muriel, can you please roll me a history check, please?
Bella can say she has job experience now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put
that on your resume.
I was just about to say.
I worked at the Dragon's Crown for like a couple hours.
And it didn't burn down to the ground.
It's pretty good.
Muriel, did you roll for me? Is Muriel here? She said she was be right back.
Oh, she said BRP. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. We'll skip that for now. We'll say that the chef comes later. So the rest of you guys, except for Muriel, that's not the end of the world. You guys go down into the basement with Luna. And Atiel looks at you and looks to the rest of the party, not Luna, as Luna's behind him, and says, "Are you aware of what your friend did?"
No.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
And you decided to come back?
We cut off her hair in the hopes that he wouldn't recognize her.
Oh.
Yeah, why'd you cut your hair, Luna?
It's a disguise tactic, okay?
Did you just say tie?
No! Sorry if I'm cutting out. Hold on.
She said it's a disguise tactic, okay. That's what she said.
Why would you need to... Are you undercover? I think that's what it's called, right?
I do
Exactly.
see it. Even with the disguise, it probably wasn't a good idea to have you be the barkeeper, though.
Cutting your hair is not much of a disguise. I apologize, but I can still clearly see who you are. I do not know you that well.
Also, who tattled and told him that like I wasn't help at all? Because like I didn't exactly tell him I wasn't help. I just didn't tell him I was either.
That's kind of the problem, Luna. First of all.
Hold on, just hear me out. Cause like technically, why would he throw a fit? You could have just said I was like newer help that didn't quite know as much.
We weren't aware that he didn't. We were not aware that he didn't know that you weren't help.
Is that when he threw his fit?
One of the housekeepers came and told me that what had happened, so I went up to him to apologize, and that's when he freaked out because he thought that you were help. We didn't think that he thought you were help. We thought that he just thought you were a random person that stumbled into his room.
But I explained that to the person who was supposed to relay the message to you. I did that so that problems would not...
The housekeeper did not say anything of the sort. Which, keep in mind, that is actually not true. You never actually said anything. The housekeeper, as soon as you said that you went in, she just darted off. Yeah.
Alright, how do we fix this?
It's been fixed at this point. He is not angry at the inn anymore. He is still very much angry at you, however.
Okay.
If he discovers who you are, I assure you that things will not end very well for you.
Oh? Like, in which way? Like, imprisonment forever? Beheading? Straight up assassination? I mean, there are lots of ways it could end not well.
Let's just say he is a man of great power.
That's not very descriptive.
I don't think it would cause your demise in the sense of your life, but I think it would cause your demise in the sense of your life as it is now.
Does Milwaukee recognize his name?
Okay, Milwaukee, you're back. Can you please roll me a history check, please? I said please twice, but...
Technically, you shouldn't do that, technically.
Actually, I can do whatever actually I want to actually do, actually. Okay. So as the head chef comes in and notices you, You don't notice him at first because you're pretty dead set on what you're working on. But he comes over your shoulder and says, it's quite the work you have there. And as you turn around, you notice the face of a famous chef who has written some cookbooks that you've read in the past. His name is Vax. He is a lizard folk.
Ooh.
Lizard folk chef, I love it.
Wait, Vax?
Yes, one and the same.
Wait, it's really you?
I must say, I can tell that you put a lot of care into your work. You picked up this booze quite quickly, I might say. Have you cooked this before?
No.
Oh. And he like gently pushes you to the side, not to like aggressively go over, but just because he's trying to get to the dish. And he takes out a fork from his pocket and takes a small bite of it, and you see his like lizard tongue like lick it out a little bit first, as he's essentially tasting it with his like smelling it with his tongue, and then puts it into his mouth and savors it for a little bit and looks up and up to the ceiling with his eyes closed and savors it in his mouth and puts his head back down, looks to you and says, that is one of the better ones. And would you perhaps want a job here?
I'll have to check my group first. May I have your autograph? And she's gonna pull out her notebook.
I'm so happy for you, Muriel.
Oh my god.
Take the job. Take the job. Take the job.
He laughs when you say this, and he says, "Sure, I'll give you an autograph. But if you can cook something like this without having any knowledge of the dish beforehand, I'm sure it won't be too much time until people start asking for yours." And as he's saying this as he's writing his autograph into your notebook.
She's gonna close it and then just go walk off fast as she puts this like bright big grin on her face.
What was your name?
Malake.
Malake, okay. Yes, come back at any time if you're looking for a position here. I'm sure we'll find something for you.
Thank you.
And he turns around and starts talking to his sous chef and the other chefs to get back to work, essentially. So it takes a little bit longer before Muriel comes down finally at this portion in the conversation. Okay, so what is it that you guys were coming here for in the first place? Like, why would you want to come back to the inn that...
Do you not remember we had reservations?
Reservations for... Oh, that's right, you guys wanted a spa. Well...
That starts some fucking flashbacks. Wait, is Fred down there? I'm sorry.
Yes, Fred is down there, yes.
Okay. Can I roll for him remembering that then?
Sure.
Oh, I guess he enjoyed it. So.
You don't really need to roll. If you want to roll, you can, but like it wasn't that long ago. It was only a couple of weeks ago at this point.
Oh, Fred died.
Oh, Fred.
He's got a pretty good smile there.
Fred, I'm not sure what you said.
Oh, you can't hear me? Shit.
I can hear you now. It was just the last things that you said I couldn't hear.
But I said his ears kind of perk up, but he's not like scared or anything, because he had a pretty good time while he was there.
Yeah,
it's more an interest than in fear.
You see, as Atiel like puts his head down and puts his hand to his chin and starts stroking it like he's thinking, very stereotypically. He's like, oh, I don't think I can have you guys stay here. Oh, wait. Where?
What about? What if we do one of the mud masks for Luna?
I do think that it might be a little bit too much of a risk for you guys to be within our spa area. However, there is an old enclosed area that used to be used for spas, but my predecessor closed it down for some reason.
Oh no.
We haven't used it since. I'm sure we can bring you in there, and I can send one or two of the masseuses into that room. Fifi.
It was goblins. There are goblins in there.
Fifi, do you... I hate to ask you to work before being pampered, but would you mind cleaning the area first? I'm sure it's quite dusty. Nobody's been in there for years.
Oh, yeah, sure. If you want to.
The entrance is actually in the back. You'll have to leave and go around. Here, let me get the key. And he runs back into the room that's just down the hall, and comes back with a fairly large key and hands it to you.
Right. I'll take it with both hands.
How big is the key compared to Fifi?
It's probably about half the size of Fifi.
Alright.
That should be able to get you in there. If you have any difficulties, just let me know. But I do need to get back to... Who's manning the front desk anyway?
That's our friend Undir.
We should get him. He's part of... Yeah, he's our friend that we're... Yeah, he's supposed to come with us.
Of course. Undir, okay. Let's go. And he starts walking up the stairs, and you guys see Undir still quite stressed out with this. Atiel pats him on the side because he can't reach the shoulder because he's so tall. And says, you can step by. I'll handle this from now on. And you see Undir, like a heavy burden lifts off of Undir's face as he's like, thank you. And he walks over to the rest of you guys.
You did great, Undir. That was so amazing. I don't think anyone else could have done it better. And thank you so much for helping us out. Now we can finally go to the spa and have fun. Well, okay. Actually, there's something else we need to do beforehand. Fifi?
Fifi there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Who just said your name?
Yeah, I said,
Oh, your mic didn't pick it up.
Yeah, you're... Okay.
Sorry.
Luna, where is Fifi currently at the moment?
I think I'm still on Luna.
Okay. Luna will kind of turn to look at Fifi. Do we need to get, like, anything... do you know how big the spa is? I mean, have you been in there before? The enclosed area?
I don't think I would have been in the closed area, would I?
No, you have never been in there.
No, I've never been.
Okay, well, if we get it done quickly, I'm sure we'll still have enough time.
Okay, you guys
Enough
go.
time for what? I figured if it's a private, we'd have as much time as we want, right?
I mean, technically, yes, but at the same time, there are lots of other things we can do today as well.
Alright. That's fair enough.
Now, which is the way to the area we're supposed to be going to?
So he said that it was outside and in the back. So you guys leave. I assume you guys leave and go towards the back.
I go, it's this way, and then we Batman transition to it.
You guys see a large section with like a slanted roof. And this whole section of it does look like it's pretty beaten up, as if nobody's really been in there. There are some etchings onto the wall, like essentially graffiti-esque. Nothing that says anything of importance. It's just like people being stupid. And you do see that the door has been beaten up a little bit, as if people have tried to get in. But it doesn't look like it's beaten enough for anybody to actually get in. The door itself is very large and very thick. What do you guys do?
Do we have a key?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Then we're gonna open it, I think.
Okay. Who's opening it? I'm not saying this because it's a trap or anything. It's just who's opening it.
Luna will like
You
extend her
clarifying
arm.
that it's not a trap makes me feel even more certain that it is in fact a trap.
It's not a trap.
Luna-
I just want to describe the door.
Bella has the highest dexterity saving throw bonus, so I'm gonna have Bella open the door.
Okay.
Guys, we
As
need
you
to
touch the
consider
door, can you
every
please make me a
possible option
Constitution
before
saving
we
throw?
open this door.
I'm joking.
Okay, but like
you put
Bella can open it.
Yes, you
Luna
put the
will
key in the
extend her
door.
arm and let Fifi.
You put the key in the door. The handle for the door makes the key look tiny. The handle for the door is massive, but you're able to turn the key and open the doorknob, although it's fairly heavy, and push the door open, which is also fairly heavy, but not so heavy that I'm not going to have you roll or anything. But it's a very, very heavy door. And as you look inside, you see essentially like a very large bathhouse. But extraordinarily dusty, and there is the water that is in all of the baths is very green.
Ugh.
Well, I guess gonna
All
start
right.
using prestidigitation to clean up some of the area.
Okay.
Let's get to work.
Fifi's going to start not using magic to clean up some of the area.
Okay. Can I please have you all roll me whatever you think is the most appropriate skill for you to clean with, whatever it might be.
Would you say
Okay, hear me
dexterity
out.
would make sense for
Sure.
Bella?
If you can make it make sense in your head, I'm fine with it. And Fifi, you can roll with proficiency.
I rolled a 9.
Even with the dexterity, I rolled a 12.
I rolled an 11.
Hell.
Wow, you guys are not rolling very well. So we have a 12.
Are we all rolling dexterity?
Roll whatever you think is the most appropriate skill for you to clean with.
Worst time for you to put out.
Skill
Whether that
or
be-
stat?
Okay.
Stat. So dexterity, I
I
can
don't
see
know what you're
dexterity,
saying, but okay.
intelligence, wisdom. Pick one of those three. Strength, if you can make it make sense. Constitution,
I
if
was
you're like
joking with strength.
inhaling it. Charisma, if you're trying to talk to the dust to go away.
Yes, Bella's gonna
Charisma-
talk to the dust and ask for it to go away.
Charisma is asking all the dirt to just leave. Or the rodents, I assume, that are in there. Wait,
I will say,
that.
Fifi, as you look around, you would expect to see cobwebs. There's no cobwebs. It does not seem like there has been anything living in here at all, except for the algae that's in the water. That's about it.
Is the air like, like stagnant?
The air is very stagnant, and the dust is, as you guys enter in, the dust immediately goes into the air. So you guys are
Yeah,
probably
we
sneezing a little
definitely
bit.
gonna leave this door open.
Despite the water being like, can we see anything below the surface of the water, or is it all green? Like, basically just a green liquid at this point?
It is green on the surface of it. So if you move stuff around, you can see below it. Although the water below it is still green, but there's like a layer. Sorry, there's a layer on top of it, essentially, of green algae.
Fellas,
Can Luna jump in the water?
Sure.
Okay, just jump right in. I was going to slowly poke at it with one of my 4 short swords, but okay. You do you, I guess.
Luna
I
jumps
knew
in
you
the
were gonna do
water.
that.
Luna jumps in the water, and as soon as she opens her eyes, she sees an aboleth. Just joking. You jump into the water, and immediately, like, you feel kind of icky, as it kind of just feels a little bit slimy inside the water. If you open your eyes, you can see, but your eyes kind of hurt as you do, more so than they would in normal water. But you can see that it's completely empty all through. Also, Pandavic, thank you for the follow. I don't know why the sound didn't go off, but thank you for the follow, Pandavic.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pandavic.
Thank you.
The water is completely... There's nothing in the water other than the thick layer of algae on the surface of it. The rest of you guys see as Luna cannonballs into a disgusting green covered pool as the rest of you are trying to clean. She's yet again messing around.
Bella was walking up to the water, and then she watches as Luna just cannonballs in. She just kind of shakes her head and walks away to do more cleaning.
Fred, is giving her a death stare, whether or not she notices.
Probably
Luna
not,
would
because
pop
she's
her head up.
underwater.
Luna would pop her head up above water and just look around. Oh, guys, the water's clean. It's fine. You can come in.
She says as
That's-
there's literally
that's
like algae like gooing off of her hair and her skin. It looks like she's been attacked by a slime.
That's a no from me, dog. Get out of there.
Fifi, with your very high passive perception, I will say that you do notice that there is a drain to these pools, and that there is above all of these pools a faucet that can refill them if you guys wanted to replace the water.
Right. Before you get out of there, go unplug that drain.
And Luna will dive back down underneath the water, kind of look around for the drain. How does this drain work?
It's like a bathtub drain, essentially.
Okay. After activating this drain, Luna would probably do the same thing to any of the other.
Okay.
That would be Luna's contribution.
Cool. So you guys drain all of the pools, which there are about 7 of. So you drain all of the pools, and you start cleaning up all the dust and basically cleaning up the entire place. Once you're done with cleaning up all the dust, you start cleaning up the pools themselves. And then after about an hour and a half, you guys feel like you're getting pretty much close to done, as some of the pools are starting to fill up now with waters from the faucets that are directly above that still seem to be working. As Atiel comes in and says, "Oh, it looks better than I expected. Good job."
Yeah, we're still working on it, but it's definitely progress.
I wonder why they closed this down. This seems like a decent area, like even to keep open for the public, just like a public bath of sorts.
Has there been like a back door that continues going that none of us has been in or anything?
Roll me a perception check, Fifi.
Okay.
Gods.
I'm telling you, it's goblins.
I'm telling you, it's something more.
No, it's just goblins.
I'm thinking maybe water elementals, gelatinous cube in the faucet, something like that.
You don't think our wonderful DM would do that to us, do you?
We've had like 4 combats in 35 sessions.
8.
Squints.
I wrote a 28.
Whew, that's very good. Okay, so you will have noticed that there is a pull down attic that is above the section where like the masseuse chairs are, like where the lawn chairs essentially are. There's a pull down.
I'll point it out to Fred because I cannot reach that.
Do you want him to grab it?
Yes, please.
Okay. He'll like get the picture after a couple seconds, reach up to grab it.
Okay.
Pull.
You reach up, you grab it, you pull down, and as you pull down, the wood up top kind of like breaks off instead of like pulling open like it's supposed to, and then a ladder just like falls straight down, like extends straight down. So you can't reclose it at this point, but there is a ladder there now that you guys could climb up.
Is it gonna hit anything?
It might hit you or Fifi. Sure. Let's have both of you roll me dexterity saving throws.
He'll try to shield Fifi if it looks like it's gonna hit him.
Okay.
Or her, sorry.
Then roll me a Constitution saving throw then.
Cool.
You
Sexy.
still want me to roll a...
Oh wait,
Nope,
that's
you're
normal
good.
con,
It's just-
not
just
saving
friend.
throw. Hold on.
Alright.
Oh, it's the same modifier anyway. 17.
Okay. Well, Fifi did roll a dex, so I'll still use it. So 17. You take the full brunt of it, and you feel like you're like a proud dad at this moment, just like protecting the little Fifi. And you look around, and Fifi's just not there anymore.
He's like, oh, grunts, and then like is a little proud and looks back. And he's like, oh, and just kind of keeps holding it, not sure what to do.
Fifi from behind like Bella's like goes, good catch.
Thank you. He'll drop it. Like,
Okay. Is anybody climbing up the ladder?
Do we want to investigate it?
no.
Luna will
Yeah,
immediately go
everyone
forward
else
since
does.
someone said no.
I will I'll take Sparkle and fly up there as well. Yeah.
Bella's
I won't fly super far ahead. Like I'll be alongside Luna.
Bella's gonna follow, and she's gonna have one hand on a sword hilt and one hand actually kind of held out ready to cast absorb elements if any elemental attack comes at her.
Is that metagaming I hear?
She doesn't know what's up there. I don't know what's up there.
For the record, DM, Fifi is not going into this expecting an enemy. Fifi is just going up there to see how bad the damages are.
Okay, you go up there, and this is even more dusty than everywhere else. But yet again, there are no spider webs or anything. Doesn't look like there's anything that's been living up there. As you look around, it seems like there's mostly just like cleaning supplies, which would have been nice to have earlier, but oh well. Mostly cleaning supplies, but there are some areas that have some storage. Can I please have anybody that is trying to please roll me an investigation?
Alright.
Yeah, I can. Give me half a second.
Fred probably wouldn't. He's
We
not
are- we are-
invested.
We had
That is
argued
not-
that
Sorry, wrong
the
thing.
reason why Lisbeth had a high investigation but a low perception was that she's very good at finding things. Like she's actively looking for something all the time, but that causes her to not see the big picture. How does Fifi not have a good investigation?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
Okay.
Even
Oh,
with
you
the
rolled very well,
minus
though.
17. Yeah.
I think you're the only one that rolled the
I
17, which is the
accidentally
DC
rolled
bonus.
intimidation. Do we just want to take one away and make it an 8?
Sure. You don't notice anything anyway, so with that roll. So okay. Fifi, you're the only one that notices that there is one chest in particular that is in the back of the room, kind of hidden away a little bit. That seems to be a little bit more decorative than the other ones. Well, the other ones just seem like chests just to store random materials in, but this one, it's different for some reason.
I think I have an idea of what this is, but Fifi wouldn't, so I'm gonna go check out that chest.
Okay. You move the other chest out of the way. Might have some help from Sparkle, who I just remembered is still there.
Sparkle!
And
Sorry.
you try to open the chest, but does look as if there is a key that opens it. But as you touch it, nothing happens.
Can I ask how big is the key opening?
It looks about the same as the key opening from before.
How big is that?
About half the size of you.
So I can fit in it.
Oh, true, you can fit in it. Oh,
She can.
yeah, you can. Okay. Okay, you you jump into the this keyhole, and you notice some of the mechanics of it, but you're not really paying attention to that. You're trying to get inside of the chest, and as you do, can you please come with me into one-on-one? And can I?
Oh boy!
Oh.
Okay. As you, actually, let me change the music because I can. What? Where'd you go? Stay here.
Hello. I don't think my phone likes being forced into things.
Oh, gotcha. I won't do that. As you enter in, it seems dark at first, but as you finally reach the end of the keyhole itself, which isn't that long, but you notice that there is a light in there. And as you look down into the chest, you see on a very decorative crimson red pillow, you see what looks to be a crown that is like shining bright, and instead of like normal points at the top of them, it looks like dragon heads on the top of each of them as they come out. It is solid gold, and all of the jewels on it are all of different colors. There are actually 4 dragons in total. One of them is red, one of them is blue, one of them is yellow, and one of them is green.
And it's like you said, it's sparkly, like it's clean.
Not just sparkly, it's emanating light.
I'll hop down onto the crimson pillow and try to investigate the crown.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I guess I'm looking for like a source of light, or like if if the crown itself is magical, or if the gems are magical, or something like that.
Okay. Can you please roll me an investigation check?
Gotcha.
Or Arcana check, whichever one you think would work better. Whichever one you
Either
want.
one's a -1.
Okay.
So 9.
9. Okay. You hop down onto the pillow and you try to take a look at one of the gems. And as you do, I would imagine you end up touching the crown. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay. You touch the crown. You inspect one of the gems, and you can't really notice anything that's out of the ordinary from it, but the entire thing seems to be emanating light. It doesn't seem like any of the gems specifically are, or the gold. It's just like the entirety of it is emanating light, but you can't really tell why, and you don't know what this crown is.
All right. I imagine this is like a person-sized crown.
Yes,
like
this
for
is
a normal person.
No. Okay, I forgot to say that part. Thank you for reminding me. As you touch it, so this is something that you know your character does not know. As you touch it, the crown becomes normal sized for you, but you don't notice. You don't notice that it changes. It just kind of changes, and it kind of like in a dream where that happens, and it's just like that's just normal. Same thing happens. Yep. It just becomes that size, and it's just pretty much normal.
So like, I walk up to it and it's bigger than me, and when I lay a hand on it, it's suddenly like my mind doesn't disconnects, and like suddenly I'm holding it and it doesn't feel weird to me that's happening.
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm looking it over, like it's very shiny. Oh God, would I? I'm gonna try it on.
Okay. I haven't thought about you guys actually putting it on because I didn't think anybody would. I'm gonna say nothing happens. I'm gonna say nothing happens currently.
All right.
So you put it on, nothing happens. It fits very perfectly. Like this crown was made to fit on your head.
Huh. I'll make sure to ask Atiel about it, and I'll take it off, and I'll set it back down on the pillow. And then I'll crawl back through the keyhole if it'll allow me.
Okay. You crawl back through the keyhole, back into the like storage area, and as you do, it looks like all your friends are gone, as well as Sparkle. Nobody seems to be there.
Does everything look the same?
Currently, yes. Everything looks pretty much the same. However, actually, no, not everything looks the same. The chest that was in front of this chest is back in its normal position of just being straight up against this chest. So you have to like push it away from you in order to get back out. I assume that you probably think that like Sparkle was playing a prank on you or something like that.
Yeah. Guys, or go back to the ladder.
Okay. As you go back to the ladder, the trap door is perfectly fine.
Is it closed?
It is closed.
Oh no. Oh no.
And with your perception, with your perception check, I will say this: you can hear laughter, and not like creepy laughter. It's just like it seems like some people are having a good time, like right outside the door. And you hear some splashes as well. So maybe they went back down, fixed it, and are like playing in the pool.
All right. Do I have a method in my tiny self to open this trapdoor?
You can roll me a strength check to see if you can open it.
All right.
Won't be too high of a DC, but
6.
That's not high enough. You try really hard to push through, but you can't quite push through. With your passive perception, I will say that you do notice that there is a crack in the trapdoor that you might be able to squeeze through, or at least be able to peek through to see if your friends are down there, so you can call out for help.
Yeah, I'll peek through it before squeezing through it.
Okay, as you peek through, you notice that there are some people, not your friends, some people down there. They're all just having a good time, but definitely not your friends.
I'll try to squeeze through, and I guess using my climbing speed, I'm going to try to not immediately fall into the spot.
Okay. You can you climb? Yeah, you can climb upside down, right? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you should be fine. So you squeeze through. It's much harder than the key was to squeeze through, but you're able to squeeze through this crack. And as you look ahead, does Fifi know what the Malvic symbol looks like?
Yeah, actually, Bella showed her.
Okay. As you peek out, you do notice that up on the walls there seem to be banners with the Malvic symbol on them.
Oh no. Oh no. All Fifi knows about them is that they're bad people who hurt like people.
Yep.
Do you need me to roll a stealth check to see if any of them have noticed me or anything?
Sure, but do it with advantage because nobody's going to be trying to actively look for you.
That's fair enough. Okay, it's a good thing I have advantage because the first one's a nat 1. And the second one's a 5 plus 7.
Okay, so 12. That's good enough in this scenario. Like I said, nobody's actively looking for you, and these are all commoners, so they don't have good perception. So you're able to stealth around and climb out and up, and you can have a good look. And it seems like this is just a open pool, like what Atiel was talking about earlier, of just like a public bath. That's exactly what this is. But you do notice that there are a couple more Malvic banners. And there are even a couple of people that seem to be wearing Malvic clothes. The location looks exactly the same, however. There's nothing different about the location other than the banners. Like, everything is still 7 pools. It's much cleaner than what you found it from before, but...
Well, seeing how busy it is in here, I'll start making my way towards the door and see if my friends are just outside or what.
Yep. You go to the door. As you look out the door, you notice that there are quite a few Malvics walking the streets, and there are actually a couple other buildings that have the Malvic symbol on them as well. That it's not just the pool that has Malvic stuff, it's like everything. Your friends are nowhere in sight. You don't even have to roll me a perception check. With a natural 20, your friends are not in sight.
All right. Oh, God. All right, so I wanted to play Fifi as not ever walking the streets by herself, because like it's very dangerous for a tiny creature to be doing that. So I'm going to have her stick very close to the wall of the building and try to loop back around to the main entrance of the Dragon's Crown.
Okay. I'm going to say, roll me another stealth check, but I'm going to say that you're able to do so, especially with your climbing speed. So.
Okay. I was checking. I could cast Pass Without Trace, but I don't think it's necessary yet.
Still at advantage because nobody's looking. Okay. So you're able to stealthily go back. Okay. Wow. Okay. You're able to walk around, and you definitely know that nobody is paying attention to you at all. And nobody's talking about the Malvics or anything like that. Everybody's just having like normal conversations about day-to-day life. It just seems like everything's 100% normal. But everything also seems exactly as it was before. It's just there's now a whole bunch of Malvic symbols everywhere. And you reach to the front door and you see 2 very large Malvic banners next to the front door. Do you enter the front door?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you enter the front door, and you yet again see the familiar face of Atiel. However, Atiel is no longer wearing his very, very drab clothing that you're used to seeing him in. He is wearing a Malvic uniform.
All right. Is everything else about him, like his general demeanor and everything, about the same?
Roll me an insight check.
I switched to Discord to see why they messaged me, and now I have to reload D&D Beyond.
No worries.
Insight, pretty good at that. 19.
He seems kind of similar. He might seem a little bit more like normal, if anything. Like, the old Atiel is very, very nice, especially to non-nobles. This person seems much more just like generally nice to everybody because it's his job, not necessarily nice because of, yeah.
All right. With that information, Fifi's witnessed a lot of strange magic where she's from. So I think she gets a general feel of this is either like time travel or like a different time dimension or something, but I don't think she has the words to explain that. Like she just assumes that this is not the normal world. Mm-hmm. But she's going to be hopeful that the Atiel of this world is still nice and is going to try to get his attention.
Okay. You get Atiel's attention, and he looks at you and says, "Oh, what? Are you a fairy?"
I was afraid of this. Hey, Atiel, my name is Fifi.
Pleasure to meet you, Fifi. My name... Wait. You knew my name already. Have we met before?
Kinda, sorta. Can you tell me something real quick?
Certainly.
What's with the crown in the chest in the back?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean by that. What crown?
There's, in the back, the spa, in the attic, there's a chest that has a crown in it. And I touched it and everything turned weird.
Why were you sneaking around in the attic of the baths?
That's, you're putting me in a tough spot here, Atiel. Are you a Malvic?
Yes. Are you not?
Right. That's the thing. When I touch the crown, suddenly everyone seems to be a Malvic.
It's because everybody is a Malvic. Well, not everybody, but most people are.
Before, some people were a Malvic, but not many. But now it seems Malvics are everywhere.
Are you from the past?
I might be?
Do you know what year it is?
Would Fifi know what year it is? Would Fifi even know what year it is in the current year?
I don't know. Would you? You have the same dates, but I don't know if you have the same years.
Right.
I don't know about that.
Let's start with day. And so I'll say what day I think it is.
Which is the 12th of Literae.
Right.
Yes, it is the 12th of Literae. Wait, I don't even know what year it is. I forgot. I never actually established that yet. I don't have that information yet. I'm waiting to come up with ideas for something before I know that. So I'll say that he believes you based off of that. Okay. Okay, so you're not a time traveler unless you happen to come back on the same day that you left.
Right.
So you're not a Malvic. Actually, he doesn't say that out loud. As he comes to talk to you, he gets a little bit closer to you and says, "So you're telling me you're not a Malvic?"
Not that I know of.
This is not good.
I have not. To be fair, I haven't been here very long.
Roll me persuasion check. It's not going to be a high DC because he's a genuine person, but
Even Malvic, Atiel is still a good person. 19.
I believe you. I'm not entirely sure what happened to you, but I believe you. But non-Malvics here are not seen as good people.
How? Now, keep in mind before I say this, DM, Fifi still doesn't know exactly what a Malvic is.
Yeah.
So Fifi will say, why don't I just become a Malvic then? If it'll help me here.
I could bring you to the temple if you'd like to do that. It's a bit of a process, but
I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. And I know, no offense, where I'm from, the Malvics aren't seen as very great.
Excuse me?
I've said the wrong thing. I mean, I don't know much about them. I know I have friends who don't like them.
Who doesn't like the Malvics except for the terrorists?
Well, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure the ones that don't like them are Malvics.
What? Well, that makes no sense at all. Tavern Malvic gave us all a gift. Why would anybody not? I'm very confused by this world that you come from.
Believe me, I am too. What gift did he give?
Well, he gave us...
Then before Fifi comes back to her timeline as a Malvic sympathizer.
He gave us power, I guess, and unity. The baseline of it is I can do this, and he like lights a pretty strong flame in his left hand away from you, as to not like scare you or anything, but it looks pretty powerful. He gave us this. That's the basic of it, but it's much more than that. We're all a family now. We're all together. Everybody protects each other here.
God damn it, this is a strong pitch for Fifi. Yeah, that does sound nice, and I mean, I can't do that.
The only people that really dislike the Malvics are the people that wish that magic wasn't a thing at all. And obviously old Carrion supporters, but there's not very many of those anymore.
Right. How long... Can I stay here for a night and see if I'm even still in this world? And if I am, then we can see about beginning the Malvic process.
Certainly, just don't mention to anybody that you aren't a Malvic, because it might not end up as pleasantly as you coming on your own initiative.
Alright.
And he'll lead you up to one of the rooms, which you already know all the rooms here. Everything is essentially the same, except there is Malvic decoration all over the place. And even when you go into your room, the room is decorated primarily with like crimson and bright reds, more so than they are with like dull browns and blues and stuff like that. But it's decorated pretty much the exact same way. It's just with different colored stuff.
All right, with all this Malvic stuff, have I seen a lot of like dragon motif?
A few, not like a lot, but there's a few like instead of like outside of the dragon's crown. Well, actually, no, the dragon's crown would have dragons. Okay, you probably wouldn't have noticed anything different. You would not have noticed anything different where you currently are. There are other things, yes, but where you currently are, you wouldn't have noticed anything.
So then my comment would have been as I was, I guess, being carried up to the room, I'd say, I see you still like dragons here.
Of course. It is the dragon's crown after all.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. The crown I seen had 4 dragons on it?
4 dragons? That's peculiar. Maybe tomorrow you can show me this crown that you were talking about.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Anyway, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Just try not to make too much of a commotion.
I'm pretty good at not doing that. So, yeah.
Okay. With that, we'll go back up to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Oh god, he's back!
Yay! No!
Oh shit.
Good
Oh,
thing
no.
you didn't come back when I was
Not
singing
about
the
this.
copyrighted song.
All right,
Hey,
Fifi
Jason.
said I'll start working on a new character, and
We saw that, actually. So the chest is confirmed a
really
mimic.
scared?
Let's just ditch Fifi in the box. You know, cut our losses here now.
Okay. For real though, some of you might notice, some of you are probably paying attention to other things, but some of you might notice that Fifi enters into this chest, and a few minutes go by and nothing happens. And you notice that Sparkle seems to be a little bit antsy and is like a little bit clawing at the chest at this point.
Bella is just looking around the cellar looking for anything. She wouldn't have
Luna-
noticed Fifi go in, but she might notice Sparkle getting a bit antsy.
Luna would crouch down in front of the box and kind of look at Sparkle.
Yeah, Fred
What
might do the
exactly
same.
is Sparkle doing?
Sparkle's like whimpering just a little bit, and is like clawing at the box, just like pushing it back and forth. Not trying to break it, but just like trying to get, trying to entice Fifi to come back out.
Luna's gonna yell very loudly, "Fifi, are you okay?"
Wait, what's happening? What's wrong with Fifi? Where is Fifi?
I think Fifi's in the box. Does Fifi answer at all?
You wait a few seconds to try and listen, but you don't hear anything. But however, I will say you're not entirely sure if you didn't hear anything or if it was Bella talking over that you couldn't hear. So,
Monkey's gonna go up the ladder after hearing Luna.
okay.
Does Bella have the key still?
Yes, Bella has the key still.
Okay, does she, looking at the lock on this chest, does it look similar to the key that's used to open the door?
Yes, it looks to be the exact same size.
Okay, Bella's gonna slip the key in slowly, very slowly.
Okay, you don't feel any resistance as you do.
All right, she's going to slowly turn it.
Okay, you turn the key.
And Luna ready in action.
What are you readying?
Luna wants to ready Luna wants to ready her fourth level spell slot for Dispel Magic.
Okay.
While Bella's turning, no, Bella wouldn't do that. I want to have Bella pull out a sword, but Bella wouldn't do that.
Bella's too innocent.
Mm-hmm. So she's gonna slowly unlock the chest and then try and open it.
Okay.
At the first sound of noise, Luna's casting the spell. Or danger, more specifically.
Okay, I was gonna say noise. That
already happened.
Okay, so Bella, you twist the key and you open it up, and the chest actually feels pretty heavy as you do. Actually, roll me a strength check.
Okay, just strength, not athletics.
Yep. Sure, athletics is fine.
Aha. I have proficiency in that. One of the only characters I have that are proficient in athletics.
Bella runs around, and then at the end of her running, she opens the chest.
Fred would, while they're doing this, Fred would probably kneel down in front of Sparkle and like check to see if she's okay.
That's
Sparkle is like looking at the chest like anticipatorily. Is that a word? Sure, it's a word. Kind of excited for it to open so that you can see Fifi again. Or it can see Fifi. I don't think we've established a gender for
I think
Sparkle.
When asked, Fifi specifically said that she did not know what gender Sparkle was.
Yeah.
I'll use they then.
So Bella, it does feel very, very heavy, much heavier than it looks, much heavier than it looks. But you're able to open up the chest, and as you do, a dim but not like super dim light starts like emanating out, and as you open it up, you notice sitting on a dark crimson decorative pillow is a crown. The crown is made of solid gold and is emanating out light from it. The crown on the top of it, all the little spikes, instead of being spikes, there are 4 of them in total, and each one of them is a dragon. And on each of those dragons is a gem. One of them is red, one of them is blue, one of them is yellow, and one of them is green.
Wait, how can we tell that it's made of solid gold?
It looks like it's made of solid.
It's very, very sparkly. If it's not made of solid gold, it's probably made of something even better than gold.
Wait,
I can't hear you guys. Sorry.
can you hear us now?
Does it conduct electricity?
Okay. Bella kind of flinches back. Is Luna reaching for the crown?
Definitely. Luna's gonna
Bella's
try to
pushing her
jump
back.
in and just
Bella's
jump
pushing
in.
her back. Bella's
Okay,
pushing her
Fred
back.
will also-
She's not letting Luna get close
Roll.
to that fucking crown.
Fred,
Can you guys? I need anybody that is involved in this whole ordeal to roll me initiative to see which action actually happens first. It's not about combat.
Okay.
It's just to see which action's happening first.
Oh, but even saying the word initiative puts me on edge, man. No.
16.
Hate it.
And Luna rolled. Oh, Luna hasn't rolled yet.
What the fuck? I rolled. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can
Okay.
see it. I rolled a 16. God damn it.
Okay.
45.
Luna, so what happens for you is as you reach out to grab this crown, you do. The crown is pretty normal sized. It looks like it would probably fit you fairly well. And you start looking at this crown because it's quite beautiful. But after a few seconds, you look around and notice that none of your friends are there anymore. Meanwhile, Bella, as you go to try and stop Luna from grabbing the crown, you notice as soon as she touches the crown doesn't even budge from its position. Luna disappears, and everybody else that is looking, you see Luna just completely vanish instantaneously.
No.
Okay.
Well, guys.
I think Fred's probably gonna touch the crown then.
No. Don't touch. No.
He reaches his hand out.
No, don't touch it.
Okay.
Please.
I need athletics versus athletics, I guess, at this point.
Does Milwaukee see this when she gets
Yeah,
out?
you see this.
But like,
Okay.
I don't
Fred,
know how
can-
strong Bella is.
Fred,
But,
can you
like-
roll me athletics? Or do you want me to roll for you?
I will roll. Hold on, I think I got it. Give me 2 seconds.
Yep.
Tell me. Okay, +3. Here we go. Not 22.
22.
Fuck you. How dare you beat me?
Also, you have
Oh,
you have
my
+8, so it's actually 27. You rolled acrobatics, not
I have
athletics.
+8. Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
have the
athletics.
wrong fucking character sheet open.
Oh,
Oh
gotcha.
my god. I have Pepper's character sheet open. Jesus Christ.
So Bella, you tried to prevent Fred from touching it, but Fred is much too strong for you. And Fred grabs it, and as you are trying to grasp onto Fred to not touch it, Fred dissipates, and your grasp just claps in, and you essentially start hugging the air instead of Fred. Fred, you also, as you touch it, the crown seems like it would fit you absolutely perfectly as you pick it up and start inspecting it. But then you start looking around because you remembered that Luna disappeared, and you do notice that Luna is sitting next to you, probably still clasping onto the crown at the same time.
Luna's gonna try to put on the crown.
Okay.
Fred will try to snatch it away from her if she tries that.
Okay. Can I
He's
please
not
have
letting
you?
Luna get that crown.
Can I please have you both roll athletics checks to see who gets the crown?
Aww.
Oh, right, I'm fucking... Jesus, I keep rolling on the wrong character. Do you mind rolling for me? I'm sorry,
Sure.
I'm on the wrong character sheet. Fucking...
You rolled a 16.
Alright, sick. It's almost like he's a minotaur or something.
Luna, athletics.
Bruno rolls a nat 20.
Oh,
that's
hell
a
yeah.
6.
6.
Oh,
Okay.
that'd be so good, though.
So Fred snatches the crown away from Luna as Luna tries to put it on. Luna drops the crown, and Fred has it in his hand.
Luna's gonna drop to the floor, crying out, "Why did you do that?" And acting like her, yanking it away, her hand.
He'll probably... Love you, Mom. Sorry. He'll probably he'll probably scowl at it and or no, not scowl at it, scowl at her, and then not because he wants it, but just because he's trying to keep it away from her until he knows that like it's not some fucking crazy magical element, but he doesn't have detect magic, so it's not like he could figure that out. Anyway, he's gonna keep inspecting it. Actually, he's gonna try to tell if it's real gold. So he's gonna. I'm assuming he's pretty strong, right? Fred is pretty strong.
Mhm.
Oh no! He's probably gonna take his. He's gonna try to twist off the end of it, because if it is solid gold, it should be malleable enough for him to at least twist it.
Okay. Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
That's a good meme.
Thank my mom for teaching me about gold and shit. Okay, 7. God damn it. Well, that's okay.
You try to mess with it, but as you do, it doesn't really twist or turn at all. It seems to be fairly strong. You're not sure. I will say you're not sure if it's because it's gold or if it's enchanted somehow. So.
Right. Oh, he does not trust it.
Wait,
He looks
Luna
at
will look
Luna.
up to Fred. Why did you touch it also? And where are we? Looking around, what do we see?
It's the same room that you guys were in before.
Our friends are gone though?
Yeah, your friends are gone. Speaking of, we're going to go back to your friends. We're going to go back to your friends for a little bit.
Okay.
Bella and Muriel, because you guys are the only two that are still up there. What are you guys doing?
Bella, as like Fred vanishes from her grasp, she collapses to her knees and like kind of reaches for the lid of the chest and just slams it closed as she begins to cry.
What happened? Oh,
I don't know what happened.
the only thing we can do is investigate. But it just seems really strange to just disappear, touch something that makes people disappear.
Where did they go?
God, this music does not help.
I thought. Please. Not again. Every time.
Dude!
Every time
Sorry,
I try and
I'll
make
shut up.
friends, I thought it would finally. I thought.
You thought what?
I thought that it would be different this time.
It's okay. It's okay.
Please don't leave too. Please don't touch me.
No.
Please.
No.
Okay,
Why would I do that?
as Bella says, please don't leave too. You guys hear a little bit of a clanging behind you, and as you turn around to look what's happening, you notice that Sparkle has opened up the chest again and jumped in, touched the crown, and is now with everybody else. But disappears for the two of you.
We did leave the two most traumatized characters alone.
Ella just kind of. I'm assuming Malaka is like leaning down close to Bella.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bella's gonna pull her into a hug and just kind of start crying into her shoulder. Before it happened, before I died, I had a friend. I thought I did. His name was Confitatus, and he died too. Now they're all gone. Please.
Maybe they're not gone. Maybe we should try touching it. The crown. Maybe we'll find where they went. They couldn't have just vanished from thin air and gone nowhere.
Before we go, before we do,
Yeah.
can I just? And Bella's gonna kind of like pull Muriel closer and kind of glance up towards the ceiling and begin to kind of mutter, Lita, please let them be safe. Please let us be safe. If things go wrong, if things go terribly wrong, I want to come home. All right. Let's do it together.
You ready?
3,
2.
2, 1. Bella's gonna grab for the crown.
Okay. As both of you grab for the crown, same thing. The crown looks as if it's as you touch it, it looks as if it's a pretty perfect size for your head, as it's emanating light, and you immediately, because you're looking for it, start looking around for your friends, and you notice everybody is there with the exception of Fifi, but everybody is there. Luna is on the ground crying because she wants the crown. Everybody else is currently touching it.
Luna will grin at when she sees Bella. Hi, Bella!
Luna! Bella's gonna pull Luna into a hug.
Ooh, what happened to you?
I thought you were gone.
Well, I mean, I was gone, but like, you got me again. It's fine.
Don't do that again, please. Don't scare me like that again.
Luna will wrap her arms around Bella. And don't worry, it'll be okay.
But where's Fifi?
Ooh, that's a good idea. We should probably look for Fifi. Where's Sparkle?
Sparkle's
Actually.
there. Sparkle's there, probably
Is
trying
Sparkle,
to, probably smelling the ground, trying to find where Fifi is, and you can notice that Sparkle is probably heading towards the trapdoor at this point. Which, if you look at the trapdoor, the trapdoor is completely back in normal position. It is not broken. It is not down. It is in normal position. Also, can I have can I have everybody please roll me a perception check?
Aw, shit. Jason, do you mind doing that for me? I'm sorry.
Yep, no worries.
Thank you.
Perception.
Ooh, you did not roll well. You rolled 4.
Sweet.
At least. Oh, wait. 12.
I'm just waiting for Bella, and that's it.
Oh, perception?
Yep.
Okay, well, it's gonna be shit. Especially considering Bella's currently crying. 7.
You rolled better than Fred, so yeah. But none of you notice anything out of the ordinary, other than the fact that the I'll say Muriel and Luna, you notice that the trapdoor is back in position.
Locke is going to open the trapdoor.
Okay, are you opening it straight open, or are you going to try and like cautiously open it?
She's just opening it.
Okay. As you open it, you look down and immediately see that there's somebody down there, dressed in like a white robe, lounging on one of the chairs, and looks up to you as you drop this and kind of like eyes wide open and like gasps, almost screams, but doesn't quite scream, looking at you. It's like, what?
Who are you?
Who are you? And he gets out of the chair and starts like walking away. And you notice some other people come over, and Muriel, you recognize that both of these people are wearing Malvik's armor.
Locke is gonna just throw it back in the area and shove the door closed as soon as that happens.
What is it? What's wrong?
You try to slam the door shut, but at this point the ladder has fallen down and extended. So you like pull it up and like break the ladder off, essentially. And you hear shouting from above, "Hey, you! What are you doing up there?"
Luna's gonna immediately cast a Pass Without Trace. And looking around, is there any way for us to
I
escape?
don't think Luna would realize exactly what's going on because Bella's still holding Luna as tight as physically possible.
Did we not hear shouting?
We would have heard
the trap
shouting,
door is
yes.
right
Yeah,
there.
you would have heard shouting, and you would have heard Muriel say, "Who are you?" and slam the trapdoor shut.
Okay.
So if you still think that Luna would have passed without a trace, feel free.
Not right away.
Okay.
If anything, I think Luna would stand up and instead pull out. Wait, no. Luna would just stand up and pull out the staff instead.
Sparkle at this point does like run away from the trapdoor and runs over and hides behind Luna.
I'm glad Jason has a good idea of how I feel Sparkle would act.
Well, that guy's probably a little bit shaky at this point.
Fred would probably see. He would have been following Sparkle because he believed that that Sparkle got Fifi's scent.
Mm-hmm.
But then as soon as like he sees Sparkle run back behind Luna, and then he like looks over at Muriel like shaking a little bit. So he walks over to the trap door and like, are there any cracks in the wood?
Yeah, there is a pretty significant crack on the right side of it.
He'd probably peek through that.
Okay, as you peek through, you do notice that there are two men with their hands to their sides wearing... does Fred know what the Malvic symbol is? I think you do.
He saw them briefly, right? Like back when,
back at the Auk Temple, you saw them. So
yeah.
you see... Yeah, you see a similar set. It's a different armor. Those were mostly like straight sorcerers. These are people wearing like armor. You see people wearing Malvic armor.
He recognizes it, right?
Yes, you recognize it as Malvic armor.
He'll like look down at it and then look back at Muriel and then look back down. I don't know what he would say, if anything.
Also,
I think he just wait. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay. So when she looked down there, did it look like furnished, or did it look like the room had been like dusty and all that stuff that were clean?
It was very clean. It looked like that person was there legitimately, just like lounging.
Like, did it look like a designated lounge area?
It looked exactly... So this is what I'll say. It looked exactly the same as what you guys saw before. However, it is completely clean, and there are people actively using it.
Okay. He'll, like, cock his head and be like, how did you two get in here?
One of the guards says... looks up and says, I would ask the same of you. How did you get up there? I didn't even know that room existed.
I could say the same for your room.
Okay.
That's it. That's all he'll say.
If you can come down peacefully, I'm sure we can come to an agreement here. We just want to know what you're doing up there and how you got up there.
He kind of like looks at the rest of the group and then looks back down. He's like, an agreement about what?
About how to deal with the situation we clearly see ourselves in.
What's wrong with... Wait, no.
Listen, we're all here just to protect each other, right?
Yes. He like shrugs, like opens the trapdoor, and like peers around and like gives his party a look, saying like, "I'll be right back," and he closes the door behind him.
Okay, so you jump down because the ladder's broken at this point. Muriel broke the ladder.
Oh, right. Yeah, he'll jump down.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not a very far jump. It's probably like 10 feet. So, You can roll me
Okay,
dexterity if you want, but
that's
it's not necessary. So
Okay. I can't. Right. I'm sorry. I can't.
that's fine. We
right
won't.
now,
Okay,
but-
so you jump down, and as you jump down, the guards kind of like step like a couple steps back away from you, and one of the guards like they both look very surprised, and one of the guards like steps a little bit forward after a second, and says, "Are you a minotaur?"
Yes. Like nod slowly. Does he know what they are? Are they just like humans?
Yeah, they're just humans.
Okay. Like, he just kind of just like shrugs as if it's an obvious fact.
I've never seen a Malvic minotaur before. That's a new one.
Jason,
Yep.
would Bella have heard that?
Roll me perception.
All right. For once, I
He-
want to roll low on this.
Yeah,
2.
you did
okay,
not.
she does not hear it.
Yay!
Speaking of which, I think it would probably be a good idea if we did try to eavesdrop on their conversation, though.
He does not say anything to that. He is unsure about what to say, and he would say I'm not a Melvic, but I think just this once he could probably read the room a little bit.
After a few seconds of you both being quiet, he says, "So, what exactly were you and that other person? Wasn't that the same person?" He looks to the guy in the white robe that had seen Muriel before, and he shakes his head no. What were you and your friends doing up there?
Oh God, should he tell them? Well, we didn't mean to come in here. We, were navigating a passageway, and one of my friends, the friend that you saw, whether or not it was the friend that they saw, he's not gonna say, touched this crown, and we ended up here. And neither of us are sure of why. If you could show us how to get out, my group and I would really appreciate that.
Oh, certainly. The exit's right over there. So you guys just happened to accidentally teleport into looks like a supply closet.
He like looks up at the trapdoor, looks at the rest, and like shrugs. I guess so. Do you know why this crown is able to do that? Are you aware of the crown up there? He like points up. Like,
There's a crown up there?
yes.
I was not aware of a crown up there. Like I said before, we didn't even know that room existed.
That is
By any
very
means, I'm sure Atiel knows all about it, and he can deal with the crown. I'm just glad to know that you guys weren't trying to steal anything or anything. It was just a mistaken teleportation. That's perfectly fine. Happens every once in a while.
He at the mention of Atiel, his ears like perk up a little bit, but he like immediately tries to downplay that if they saw anything. But he's like, yes, yeah, just a simple misunderstanding.
Icarus?
Oh man.
Sorry, thinking out loud, I should be.
He has to get through the room. Like they have to get through the room without them knowing, because I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, I understand.
He's like,
You're in a predicament.
Thank you so much for your help. I will be right back. And he like heads up.
Ow.
You turn to head back up, and you realize there's no ladder anymore. You can't get back up there.
There's no ladder.
No,
Hey, John.
Muriel
Muriel
broke the
broke it.
ladder off.
Oh no. No. Oh, does he have any rope? Wait, he has pythons. I think he has pythons. My guy has the adventuring kit.
I honestly do not know what pythons are.
Hippographus,
They're like things that you stick in a wall to help
like
to
they're
tie a
all
rope to.
feet. Yes, those. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on. Let's. Oh gosh, this. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Okay, out of character. That's probably a bad idea to do, seeing as how this is essentially another establishment that we don't actually own or anything. And you
And
just.
we don't own the other dragon's crown either, so.
But it's totally a Fred thing, so.
Fuck. I don't remember if he does have or not. That would be super useful if he did. But then the Melvix would probably get mad, but he like doesn't want to ask them for anything. Shit. Yeah, he'll try. Okay, let me see. He'll rummage through his bag and try to find the pythons. You can decide whether or not he has them or not. I'm trying to remember if he already used them because I remember mentioning them at some point, but I don't remember if he used them or not. Fuck.
I don't know how you would try to use pythons to get up. So this is basically like there's no wall to get up. It's like imagine like you're in a hallway and you have like that pull down attic with the ladder. That's essentially what's going on here. So there's not really a wall for you to climb up. Unless you like climbed up a wall like 10, 15 feet away and then climbed upside down on the ceiling for 10, 15 feet.
Out of
I don't
character,
think he's gonna do that.
Luna.
Sorry, what, Luna?
Okay, actually, out of character, with the combined height of Fred and Muriel, could Muriel possibly pull Fred up?
But
Yes.
Muriel is not coming down here.
Fair.
That is not.
She's just like at the edge of the door. She slammed it shut and she didn't do anything after
Just
Fred went
to
down.
be clear, Fred will not let Muriel come down there. That's what he's worried. He wants to get them all through the exit, but that's what he's worried about.
Is the crown
Okay,
still in the room?
Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea.
That's a good question. Fred, what
Well,
did you do with the crown? You were the last one holding it.
Oh shit. He probably set it down right before he jumps through. Right
Luna
before
would grab it
he
then.
jumped through the trapdoor.
Okay.
Of course Luna
Well,
would
No,
grab it.
god damn it, fuck.
Milwaukee's going to go and try and touch the crown and see if it takes her back.
Whenever you touch the crown, it doesn't do anything.
Okay, I have an idea. He'll like stiffen up and then turn around to the guards and he'll be like, "Well, we need to get through here. If you don't mind. We are on very important business and we're bringing a guest that you two are not allowed to see. So, would you kindly mind turning around?"
Okay, I should have mentioned this before. But keep in mind, this entire pool yard. Actually, Fred, roll me a quick perception check.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hey, I can do it for you if you need me to.
I might be able to. Hold on. Shit. Oh, fuck. My surface is cutting out too. If I cut out, can you play for me? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
of course.
4. Fantastic. I got a
Okay,
4.
you don't notice
Yay,
anything.
I
That's
love
perfectly
it.
fine then.
Yay! Oh no!
Roll me a persuasion check to convince the guards to turn around.
Oh, it's persuasion, not deception?
Oh, sure, yeah, deception. Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of both. It's kind of both.
I don't know
but
which one he's better at.
You're better at persuasion, +2. I'll roll it as persuasion. These guards have no reason. These guards, for reasons not necessarily known to you guys yet, they have no reason for them to suspect that you guys are up to no good. So.
19.
19. Okay. He says, okay. That's quite weird. Do you need me to clear out the bathhouse?
Um.
And at this, I'll say that, Fred, you can look around and then you notice that This bathhouse is filled with people. There's people like in all of the baths. You also notice that on the walls there are large banners with the Malvik symbol on them. But yeah, there's a lot of people in there.
He looks at the Melvic symbol, gets increasingly nervous. No, it's okay. That won't be well. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's probably a good idea. I don't want them to get mad.
How long would this conversation?
If you don't mind.
Okay. No worries. We'll get everybody out. And then he starts yelling at everybody, "Hey, we need everybody out of the bathhouse as soon as possible. I apologize. It'll just take a few minutes, then you guys can go back to your relaxing." And people kind of moan, but they all do it.
While they're doing this, he's gonna oh fuck, he doesn't have a way to signal.
Excuse me. Actually, out of curiosity, standing by the trap door, would we be able to hear anything? Like what they're talking about?
If you're by the trapdoor, yeah, you'd be able to hear basically all of it.
Bella
It's only
would
about
just
10
be,
feet away
like,
from you.
moving with Luna, looking down at her journal and writing.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Ty, I didn't hear.
Bella's just following Luna, but writing in her journal, so not actually paying any attention.
Okay. Luna would call out to Fred eventually. Fred, is everything alright?
When does Luna say that?
Probably with, I think, yeah, right around now.
Okay. So we'd probably, like, as soon as Luna says that, he, like, leans as close to the door as he can. He says, get down here, please. He's
Luna
like,
will...
kind of tense at this point.
Okay. Luna will turn around, put a hand on Bella's shoulder, and say, "Bella, you stay here. I'll be right back, okay?"
Oh shit, hold on, I'll be back. I'll be back too, god damn it.
And, does Malake still have the crown?
Yes.
Luna would hold up. Luna would pick up the crown and, like, put it on her head before, having a hand on the crown so that when she jumps down, it doesn't, get knocked off, but she jumped down with the crown.
Okay, as you put the crown on, it seems to fit your head absolutely perfectly, as if it was designed to fit on your head.
Jumping down with the crown. Fred would Fred, no, damn it, that entire thing was meant for Fred. Where, Fred's gone.
Sad.
Okay, well, Luna would jump down and, look to Fred. Would Luna notice all the Malvik decoration?
Yeah, you would notice it. You would notice all the Malvik decoration, as well as you notice some people are starting to move away out of the bathhouse.
Luna would tense up a little bit, but not because, like, it's the Malviks, but more so she would glance back up and realize that this is a bad place for both Malake and Bella to be. Kind of approaching Fred a little bit, Luna would ask, "Okay, what's going on?"
I have absolutely no idea. Apparently there's Malviks here. That's all I know.
Does Bella hear that?
You're close enough at this point. Yes, you'd hear that.
Bella begins panicking.
Okay.
Malake's going to approach and be like, "Yeah, I know."
Jason.
Yep.
And she's gonna probably start shaking too.
So, Bella has this fancy little thing that takes a bonus action and lasts for about a minute. That I don't imagine she would have any control over activating yet.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
For flavor reasons. Alright, wisdom saving throw. 2.
Yeah, you transform into a dragon.
As Bella's skin once again becomes encased in green scales.
After Fred said that, Luna, having a little more tact, would kind of say, "Yes, we need to make sure Bella and the others stay safe, though."
Do
No.
you think Atiel could let us stay at the inn? I think that's
I'm
probably the
gonna be
safest place.
Hold on. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I don't think this is something is wrong here. I don't know if like it's Jason. What has there ever been any stories of like time travel or anything like that
Yeah,
in
you know,
Costa
you know stories of time travel. Yes.
Not to mention
Okay.
Icarus. You've literally met him.
Luna has not met Icarus.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Luna.
No, that was Ayla, wasn't it?
That was hockey sticks.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was,
Ayla didn't even meet Icarus.
That was
that was
hockey sticks that
hockey
met
sticks.
Icarus.
Well, in my defense, we had hockey sticks for like 3 sessions.
We also had Icarus for 2 sessions.
And then we had Ayla pretending to be hockey sticks.
Wait, hold on. Was it legitimately hockey sticks that met it, or was it Ayla pretending to be hockey sticks? I don't remember.
No, it was
because
hockey
it
sticks.
It was
it
hockey
was
sticks.
genuinely hockey sticks. It was when we first arrived at the academy. And just
Oh.
before then.
Hold on. If I remember though,
Oh wait, no, that is
When you
Ayla
guys-
then. That is Ayla. Never mind.
yeah, it was Ayla. Surprise,
It's
guys.
probably both. They probably both met Icarus. But anyway,
Yeah, 'cause,
anyway, continuing. Yes, there are. You do know of time travel, but it's only been done by gods.
And Icarus.
Luna's gonna look around and kind of say, "It's possible that like this is some weird magic time thing or something." Because like, I can tell you one thing: the room and water was definitely not this clean last I knew. And she'll kind of gesture to her algae-covered self. I know from experience how dirty the water was.
So, are we in the future?
No, I don't think we're in the future. And she'll kind of like nod a head up towards the trapdoor. We should probably limit our talk though about perhaps nicer things.
Well, I heard one of the guards said that Atiel still worked here, so I'm sure he's. We could talk to him at least. I don't, unless you have a better idea.
First let's get those shoes someplace safe and someplace away from all of this. And she'll kind of gesture around. Okay.
And where do you suppose that we bring them?
We need to get back up there so I can talk to Bella. Can you throw me up there?
And without hesitation, Fred just like chucks Luna back up. I'll roll for Fred. I rolled a natural 19, so sure, yeah.
Oh my God.
You're able to. Fred's able to chuck you back up, and you're able to grasp onto the edge of the trapdoor.
I was not expecting that
Malaki's
to actually
going to
get
help
done.
Luna up.
Luna, as you get
uh,
up, you do notice that Bella is freaking out and has turned her skin back into green scales, which I believe you've seen before. I believe you were there the first time Bella did that.
Yes.
So.
Luna's going to grab both of Bella's hands and kind of say, Bella, 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 hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. Okay?
Luna.
Hey, it's okay. I'm right here. And see, I told you I'd be back. I'm gonna keep you safe, okay? I just need you to listen to me, okay?
Why are they here?
I don't know why they're here, but we're gonna figure that out. However, we have to be very careful about how we go about things. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
We're going to have to go undercover for this, okay? I'm going to need you to pretend we're not really going to do anything bad, but we're gonna pretend we're Malvin, okay?
Bella's gonna reach into her bag, right down to the bottom, and grab something, slipping it onto her ring finger and pulling her hand out of the bag. As now lying on her ring finger is a signet ring of the Malvics.
Malak is going to use prestidigitation and put a Malvic symbol tattoo on her left shoulder.
Mhm.
So now Fred and Luna are the only ones without anything Malvic relating, even though they're the okay. Luna look down at the ring. See, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Luna. You don't have anything. Do you like short shorts?
Yeah, anything
Bella's gonna
sharper.
thrust the two,
Oh.
thrust the two like leather wrapped short swords and pull the leather bindings off, revealing the Malvic symbol pummels.
Oh,
Ty, I DM'd you. Could you respond to it, please?
Mm-hmm.
you need weapons. You need a weapon. Hold on. I don't think Luna has any scimitars anymore. I don't think, unfortunately.
Bella still has two other short swords hanging on her belt that she
Okay.
bought from Muriel.
She does. Oh, I forgot about those. Okay, then never mind. Luna would hold the short swords and like look back up to Bella. Oh, thank you. This will work great. Okay. Now you can't freak out. Just stay quiet whenever we're talking to Malthus. Okay. We're going to get you out of. We're going to get everyone out of it safely. Okay. Malake?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what is going on here, but we all need to stick together. We're going to go talk to Atiel and hopefully try to figure out what exactly is going on. At least that's the current plan.
Alright. I guess there's only one way to go. And she's going to go down the steps that there are, and then she's going to gingerly step off the ladder.
Okay.
Alright.
So you all jump down?
Luna would help Bella down first, and then being the only one up there, Luna would make sure that she gets Sparkle, and then she'd look around and kind of call out, Phoebe, are you up here? Kind of knowing it's a lost cause, but she'd still try.
Okay. I would say Sparkle at this point is probably already. Sparkle's hanging out with you, so wherever you are, Sparkle will probably go. So
Okay.
Sparkle's probably flown down and back up because Sparkle can't fly. So Sparkle probably flown down and back up with you as you went up and down. So. Okay, so you all jump down. Malake and Bella, you do notice that this public bath is very clean and seems to be used, but you do notice that there are two large Malvic banners hanging up on the walls.
Does anything in this room look like familiar times? Like, does it remind Malake of anything she studied of Malvics? Or is there anything that like stands out to her significantly?
Roll me history.
Jason, I just sent you a thing.
Yep. So you probably would know that Malvics aren't typically the pleasure type. They're not hedonists at all. So it's a bit weird that Malvics would have like banners inside of a place that's literally just for pleasure, but I'm sure some Malvics do, so it's not like that weird. It's just like a little weird.
It's not like seeing a Republican at like a gun control rally, but more like seeing a Republican at like a vape store.
Yeah.
Excellent way to put that.
I'm still terrified.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Bullock's probably shaking a little bit, and she's just kind of scanning the room.
Luna would jump down and kind of look around. Okay, let's find Atiel. Wait, hold on. Actually, looking around, she would kind of call out, "Fifi, are you around?"
Am I having deja vu? What the fuck? Did I just time travel?
You hear nothing as you call out for Fifi.
Wait, what happened?
I've already said that before.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Monkey's gonna try and see if she can find Fifi in the room.
You can roll me perception or investigation.
Can Luna do the same thing as how that's kind of what
Sure.
she's doing? Alright.
Muriel? No. You
Okay.
look up and down constantly trying to see if you can see Fifi anywhere, but Fifi is nowhere in sight.
Okay, sorry, 1 second. I have to close the stream. It's lagging my entire server.
So, and with that, Luna, you don't even have to roll because I've already said that a natural 20 shows nothing. So, you also find no signs of Fifi anywhere.
Okay. With that being the case, remembering the reason why they were sent here anyways, Luna's just gonna kind of shrug and not mention it to the rest of the party before walking out. She'll make sure to grab, where is Bella currently?
Wait, did the stream end?
Nope, still going.
Okay, for some reason, my Discord isn't saying that we're streaming anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. The stream was doing weird things for me earlier. That's why I literally just turned it off.
Oh, it's off, yeah. I don't know. It is off.
Huh.
I'm still streaming. It still shows that I'm streaming.
Okay, so...
If you pull it up, it's still running. It just doesn't show on the Discord.
Okay. So we are still running?
Yes.
I don't know. Are we?
No.
Okay, that's weird.
It says streaming live now. Whoa, this is weird. I've never seen this happen before. Yes, we are still streaming, but it is not telling anybody that we are streaming.
That is so weird. What the fuck?
That is very, very bizarre.
Coasterati's been cancelled. The Secret Keepers has been cancelled.
I was thinking there might have been a possibility that maybe the fucking thing updated on, or that it had swapped back to my own Twitch on my Discord, but it didn't.
Anyway, we are still streaming, so it's still gonna have the video up, but for whatever reason, it's not pushing anywhere. It's not like saying that we are streaming, even though we are, which is weird. But we'll continue going.
Okay.
Because we were streaming in the past.
Alright.
Okay. So yeah, you guys don't find anything while you're looking for Fifi. Do you guys leave the pool hall? What are you guys doing?
Knowing that we only had a limited amount of time to that the pool hall would be cleared, Luna will grab Bella's hand and just like kind of start walking out of the hall.
Okay. Bella,
going to
as
follow.
much as she wants to disguise self and hide the scales, she knows it would be more beneficial for the scales to be visible, so she's not going to do anything about it.
Okay. You guys step outside, and as you step outside, you notice that There are a few other buildings that have the Malvic symbol on it, and there are other people that seem to be wearing Malvic clothing as well.
Bella's just trying to avoid looking at any of the symbols, any of the Malvic symbols.
Yep. Where are you guys going?
To the Dragon's Crown. We're
Okay.
gonna talk to Atiel.
Okay, so as you guys start walking through the street, every once in a while, somebody will like stop on the side of the road and like bow down to you guys as you guys are walking.
Wait,
Didn't
does
you
Bella
say-
still have does Luna still have the crown on?
That's true. Does Luna still have the crown
Yeah.
on?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Luna still has the crown on.
Ty, didn't you say earlier that your dragon form had you covered in scales like you were a high-level Malvic?
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That is a possibility.
But yeah, you walk through the street. Doesn't take you very long, but a couple of people like bow down to you guys as you pass by, and it looks like people are making way for you to walk down the street. Some people aren't, but some people are.
I do want to make note of this because the DM might have forgotten. How do the people react to Sparkle?
They are not reacting to Sparkle currently.
Okay.
Out of character, I will say that everybody is currently reacting to Bella. It has nothing to do with the crown. It's Bella. So.
Yeah. That's also bad because it's drawing attention to Bella, which is okay. Luna, noticing this, would try to kind of get Bella off somewhere more hidden.
Hang on. Natural Idiots isn't showing up anywhere on Twitch for me.
That's
Wait,
weird.
what?
It's not listed in my followed channels, whether online or offline. I still have
Still
the stream
streaming,
up, but
just really
yeah, the stream
Okay,
is.
it's not showing up for me either.
Yeah, we'll figure it out afterwards. Don't worry about it. Let's continue the session. We'll figure that out afterwards. We already know that for whatever reason Twitch is broken. That's already been established. But we'll continue moving forward.
Okay. Kind of trying to get out of sight of the crowd, Luna would take off her jacket and kind of give it to Bella. You said I don't want to insult Bella. Luna would just say, here, why don't you put this on?
Oh, yeah, she's gonna put it on. So then, I'm assuming the only things that would still kind of be showing would be the hands and face, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And Jason, you're the one who designed this class feature. Is the face entirely covered in scales, or is it just like jawline kind of thing?
Your face becomes draconic, essentially.
Okay. Lovely.
Great.
And for reference, when the minute ends, does Bella feel it ending?
No.
I feel like the ending is going to be a bigger problem because then people are going to be like, you were disguised as a high-level Malvic.
Sort of. You feel like your power dissipates a little bit, but it's not like doesn't hurt or anything like that. It's just like, yeah.
Bella's gonna mutter to Luna, I don't know how long this lasts. Can you tell me when it stops?
Okay, sorry guys, one moment.
Oh my god.
Luna says yes, that's fine. I will do that.
Oh wait, what just happened? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Bella asked for you to tell her when the draconic scale thing ends.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, that's fine, I'll do that. Walking back onto the street, Luna would go to the Dragon's Crown, where like we could assume Atiel would probably be.
Okay, as you guys enter into the Dragon's Crown is about when the time that Bella's form would start to dissipate. You do not see Atiel there initially in his normal position, but the place is surrounded with like Malvic symbols pretty much everywhere in there. But there's currently nobody at the front desk, so you would imagine maybe Atiel is currently tending to somebody.
When Luna says that Bella's thing's ending, she's going to quickly cast Disguise Self and make herself look like it didn't end.
Okay. After a few moments, you notice the familiar form of Atiel walking down the stairs. However, instead of seeing Atiel in his normal, very drab clothing, Atiel is wearing a Malvic uniform.
Atiel!
Hi, Atiel.
He looks at you guys and says, "You also know mine." And he notices Luna wearing the crown. He's like, would you happen to have a friend who's a fairy?
Yes! Fifi!
Fifi, yeah.
Noticing Bella say, Fifi, yeah, he looks to Bella and he says, oh, and he kneels down towards you. Bellator, I did not realize it was you.
Oh, shit!
Sorry.
Please, Luna will step in. Oh, please, not here.
Yes, no, It's me. It's me, your warrior of blood.
I can
Luna
take
will
you.
look over to Bella, a little shocked.
I can take you to the room that Fifi is staying in, or I can bring you to one of the noble rooms. I'm sure I might need to ask one of the nobles to leave to make room for you, Bella, but
Bella is going to speak in Draconic. And she is going to say, if you could take us to one of the noble rooms, that would be great. Please bring Fifi to us. She's been missing for some time, and we've been looking for her.
God.
And he responds. He responds also in Draconic. Right away. It might take just a few minutes for us to get a room ready for you. There currently are nobles staying in all of our noble suites, so just give us a few minutes, and I'll bring Fifi down to you immediately.
Of course. She's going to immediately turn to Luna, and like she's going to turn to look at the rest of the group and whisper as quietly as possible, but just loud enough for the entire group to hear. And she's going to go, "All right, here's the story. Phoebe's been missing for a long time, and we've been looking for her. All right, I don't know what this world is, but we got to figure something out fast. Okay? They know who
Luna,
which means they must know my father, right? I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see Stolte, please."
Luna looks, while that entire thing was happening, Luna's looking at Bella in, like, complete shock. But then when, Bella starts to, like, stutter and, like, panic a little bit, Luna will grab Bella's hand again. Hey, it'll be okay. So long as we're smart about this, we can get through, okay? Don't worry.
I don't know if you're here. I don't know if you can hear me or see us, but if you are here, please guide us. We need as much help as we can get.
Roll me a religion check. Malaki, what are you going to do?
Malaki's going to scan the room and see if anyone is adversely responding to her presence.
Make me a perception check. Bella, you hear nothing. Fifi, you would hear Atiel knock on the door and say, Fifi, your friends are here.
Oh no. Okay, you can come in.
He opens the door and says, "You did not tell me that one of your friends was Bellator Sanguis Malvic.
I didn't.
That would have been nice to know beforehand. I would have gotten a suite ready for you."
I didn't know that or that it was relevant.
I better go quickly. I know that the thing was they don't like to wait. And he books away, and then immediately comes back like 2 seconds later. They're waiting downstairs for you, and then books away again.
I walk over to the stairs and begin my trek downward.
You guys, Muriel, you notice some people are talking amongst themselves, but nothing adverse. Just like people are talking that Bella's here. Essentially, you can't hear anything that they're saying, but you can clearly tell that they're looking at you guys. A few moments later, you guys see the very small figure of Fifi walking down the steps. And immediately Sparkle runs over and jumps on Fifi, tackling Fifi.
As Bella sees Fifi, she's going to exclaim a little bit louder than she should. Fifi, we've been looking all over for you. How long have you been gone? Why have you been gone so long?
Fifi's gonna spend like a full...
She looks exactly as she did when she picked up Sparkle that first time.
Okay. Fifi is first going to spend like a solid 15 seconds hugging Sparkle, saying how much she missed him. And then she's going to look up and say, how long was I gone?
Oh, it's been too long. I'm glad you're safe. Atiel's getting a suite ready for us.
Locke's just gonna start crying out of nervousness.
And Bella's gonna hold a hand out for Fifi to climb up.
Yeah, I'll climb.
And she's gonna pull like Fifi.
As soon as I climb, I can feel that is not real scales, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She's gonna pull Fifi close to her and whisper under her breath, "I don't know why, but the people here seem to worship me. What do you know about this?"
Almost everyone here are Malvics.
That's not helpful. We already figured that out.
That's all I know.
I mean, what they specifically know about me. Is there anything you know about what they know about me?
Atiel seemed upset that I didn't tell him who you were. By the way, I didn't know who you were. And, I guess your family doesn't like to wait for things.
Got it. Okay, so I gotta pretend not to like Renee. Thank you. Honestly, we've been waiting for so long for you to get back.
Luna's going to kind of like. Actually, no. Malake, you said Mario was gonna start crying out of like nervousness.
Yep.
That takes precedence. Sorry, Bella. Luna would try to comfort Mario.
I think Fifi's used to dealing with like noble people, especially if they've noticed her and were like freaking out about her being a fairy and like, why the fuck is she here? So Fifi's gonna catch on to I think what they're doing with and going with, and just say, "I'm sorry, Lord Espella."
Honestly, you have to tell us when you're leaving.
It won't happen again.
Thank you. Jeez.
Locke is going to whisper to Luna, "I don't feel safe here."
Luna's gonna whisper back, I don't think any of us do. Well, most of us. But as long as we stick together, we'll be alright. We need to be smart about this, okay? We also
Locke is
should
going
probably,
to nod her head slightly.
once we get somewhere more quiet, we can discuss about how to get back, okay? It'll be okay though. Besides, you always have
I'm realizing now that I might be interrupting. I can't hear what Luna's saying.
She just muted. But she was saying that I think she was saying everything's gonna be okay to Muriel. And saying that no one feels safe right now.
After a few minutes go by, Atiel comes running down the stairs and then tries to like compose himself really quickly and bows and says, "Bellator, the room is ready. I apologize for the wait.
Long, huh?
I apologize. The noble that was there before did not want to leave."
Honestly, these people need to learn who I am. I've met so many people since I went off on my own for a little bit who didn't know who I was. They didn't respect me in my position. They didn't understand my family. They didn't understand any of it.
Fifi's gonna whisper to Bella and say, "You might be overdoing it a bit."
Bella's gonna mutter, I think overdoing it is a good idea right now.
Atiel responds, yes, Bellator. I assure you, we here at the Dragon's Crown know very well who you are and who your father is. There will be no bad business here. I can assure you of that.
Good.
And he like snaps his finger, and like as he snaps his finger, two like waitresses come over. One of them holding a plate of different wines, and one of them holding a dragon steak that is freshly cooked. And they're bowing towards Bella, offering them. I had the staff whip these up for you in case you. I don't know how long you've been traveling.
Oh, it'll be nice to have a good meal for once in a while. Thank you. It is appreciated, Atiel, as always.
Thank you, Bellator. Just follow me. We'll make sure that you are kept well fed, and your guard as well.
Yes, my guards. And Bella's just gonna kind of mutter, I guess you're my guards now.
Luna will glare off Atiel.
I think Fifi would notice Luna wearing the crown. And be like, what are you doing?
Now I know why this place was called the Dragon's Crown! Fuck! I hate this.
Oh my god, I just clicked to that.
DM, when Fifi picked up the crown, it fit her perfectly.
Yep.
Does she notice a disconnect between it fitting Luna perfectly and when she held it?
Yes, I will say that you recognize that.
All right. Fifi will look up and say, "Did you find another crown?"
Luna will nod. Yes, this is a non-magical one though, so like it's mine. I'm keeping it. It's you don't even have to roll insight though to know like that is total bullshit.
I can see the crown glowing.
It was more so said in a sarcastic.
DM, is the crown still glowing in this time?
Yes, it is still glowing.
Okay.
It's not a very bright glow. It's just like a faint glow. Like, it wouldn't be enough to light up a room, but if a room was pitch black, you'd be able to see it in the room. Imagine that, essentially.
All right. But as we...
Okay, I'm sorry, are we currently in the room? I had to step out for a moment.
You guys are currently walking to the room.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait to continue this conversation for when we're in the room.
Okay, so you guys walk up 6 flights of stairs, and you go all the way to the very end of the hall, to the large room that Luna accidentally went into the previous day. But this time you guys are allowed to go in, as Atiel bows as you guys enter into the room. And then the wait staff leaves the fresh dragon steak and the plates of different selections of wines on one of the solid marble countertops. And then they all leave, and Atiel says, if there's anything that you need, do not feel afraid to ask. We can get you anything that you might need, Bellator.
I would never dare wait to ask.
I understand. I apologize for suggesting so. And he leaves and closes the door.
Luna will jump up and down. This is the room. This is the room I was cleaning.
Bella drops the illusion.
As
Not exactly
soon
what I was
as
thinking when I said I wouldn't dare wait, but okay.
As soon as Atiel closes the door, Fifi will turn to the rest of them and say, "We're all Malvics, okay?"
Luna will stop jumping and just look at Fifi. No, duh.
Well, I don't know, dummy. You guys didn't tell me Malvic was a bloodline.
Right. I need to remember that some people don't know that. Yes. Okay. So Malvik is it.
I told Atiel that I wasn't a Malvik, and he said that that's a very big problem here.
Okay. No. Okay, Fifi, it's okay. Listen, look, all of you. I need to explain
Wait,
a lot of things
hold on.
really quickly. Okay. So
Have a story real quick. Before we get to your story, Bella. Fifi, how we'll explain it is, we're turning you into a Malvik, okay? Because I know there are certain ways you can go about that.
you can.
Well,
That's what I was going to explain. All right. The
Okay?
Malvik is a bloodline, but it's not entirely a bloodline. The thing is, Malvik is the Malvik blood is used to be transferred between people forcefully by the Malviks. I think they don't do it forcefully anymore, but I didn't really know much about how it was done. What I do know is that everyone who is a Malvik now has the blood, and anyone who isn't, in order to become a Malvik, they must gain the blood. I was born with the blood, and I wasn't born with scales. I'm not sure if that story still applies here. I need to figure that out.
Oh, I, I told Atiel I wasn't a Malvik, and he said to keep that quiet because if other people found out, they would try to force me into it.
Okay, so they do the forcing thing here. Got it.
But I I feel kind of bad saying it. I didn't know how long I was going to be here. I didn't know if I would see any of you. I kind of told Atiel if I stayed here for long enough, I would become one.
I hate that, but whatever needs to be done, I guess. We can say that we made you one. We need to figure out a way to make it look like you have scales. The other thing is that you may notice that some of the scales are different colors from mine. The Malvik bloodline, I don't know the full story behind it, but for some reason, it encompasses like every type of dragon.
Real
I
quick,
think.
I'm just gonna throw this in there because it seems like there's a little bit of misinformation.
Okay.
Malviks are not born with scales typically. The only scales that you see are of people that are using very high level Malvik powers, Malvik magic,
Got it.
essentially. So most people do not have scales, actually.
Okay. Never mind that.
That'll make it easy.
Well, what does it have to do with dragons?
I don't know. I don't.
Could Sparkle make me a Malvik?
I don't think that's how that works. All I know is that my father was going to teach me about that, but then he kind of disappeared. So I don't actually know the connection between Malviks and dragons. I just know that there is one. Okay. My father is Stolte Sanguis Malvik. I don't know what his involvement was, but I remember one time when I think I was 6. He made me fight in a skirmish with him against the Carawin Academy. We don't like the Carawins. Hate the Carawins. The Carawins are the worst people ever. Okay?
It's
Just
okay.
repeat that in your mind.
They already said the Carawins are mostly defeated.
Okay. Good. And okay.
And I also think Fifi would have only heard that name in passing. Is the Carawins.
Malaki, what were you saying?
Wait, you said they're defeated?
They said that the only people who wouldn't like Malviks are the terrorists and Carawin sympathizers, or something like that.
Okay.
Don't worry. This isn't our home, guys. There has to be a way to get back. We just have to figure that out.
To be fair, the other one wasn't my home either, so...
Right.
Would Milwaukee know the method for turning people into Malviks?
Roll me history.
Running backstory.
You know it has to do with draining the life force away from another dragon, usually a baby dragon, like a newly born dragon.
Oh no!
Oh no, I hate them now. Malviks are bad people. I dislike them completely now. Any justification I had for them is gone.
And
I read about them when I was in the monastery, and something about draining life force from a baby dragon.
Okay.
Fifi holds
that is terrifying.
Sparkle way tight and says, "We are not doing it."
No, we're not using Sparkle to turn you into a Malvic. We're not going to turn you into a Malvic at all. We're going to say that we did, but we're not doing it, okay?
Wait,
But
hold on.
Atiel said that Malvics can do a fire thing, and I can't do a fire thing.
Not all Malvics can do a fire thing. I do a poison thing, and Bella's going to cast Poison Bolt at the ground.
I can't do that either.
It's okay. You don't need to do the fire thing.
I have
Hold on.
ice.
Do you have
Oh,
any magic at all?
I think Muriel's
I can-
trying.
I could talk to animals.
I think Muriel's trying to speak, guys.
I have ice.
Oh,
Yes, Malvics do sometimes do ice. You can, yeah, that works.
I'm checking my spell list. I'm pretty sure I don't have any damaging spells.
Oh my god.
Luna's gonna kind of look around. Okay. On a more important note, though, if that is true and they do use baby dragons to drain life force to turn another into a Malvic, we should probably keep Sparkle hidden. She'll kind of open up her coat. Whenever we're walking around, Sparkle should probably remain in here. Wait, no, Bella has the coat. Damn it.
Bella's gonna pass her coat over to Luna. When she notices Luna reach for the coat that's no longer there, Bella's gonna pull off her coat and throw it to Luna.
Thanks. Alright.
Yep, I
Also,
literally
it's-
have no damaging spells.
It's been an hour. Milwaukee's going to cast Prestidigitation again to make sure that the Malik tattoo continues to stay on her left arm.
Okay.
It hasn't been an hour
I
yet,
can-
but good. I'll keep that in mind.
I can do this, and if there is a fire in the room, I can make the fire brighter. Because I do have thaumaturgy. And specifically, I have thaumaturgy as a draconic gift through my class.
That should be enough. I
Luna's gonna shrug. I don't have anything like that, exactly. But you know what? Eh.
Okay, Fifi.
Hmm.
You said you spoke to Atiel and you told him you're not a Malvic, right?
Right.
Okay. I
wasn't really sure if I would see any of you, so I guess kind of to make conversation and kind of to get information, I did say that most of the people I know don't like Malvics. I don't know if he's made the connection that would be you, though.
No, there's no way. They seem to worship me. They seem to think that they seem to No. No, 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 no. He runs this place, doesn't he? My father runs this place, doesn't he?
Is your father, is it Devin? Devin Malvic?
No.
They said Devin Malvic gave everyone a gift.
Yeah, that was thousands of years ago.
Oh.
Devin
Or was it
Malvic.
still thousands of years ago in this place?
Devin
Maybe that was
Malvic-
like Tuesday here. Not Tuesday, but you know what I mean.
Devin Malvic hasn't been seen, to my understanding, hasn't been seen since the original war between the Malvics and the Caroweans.
Maybe we should ask Atiel about it.
Yeah, okay. I need you to figure out two things from Atiel. Figure out. Okay.
Atiel didn't know me, so I have no more of a connection to him here than you do.
That's okay. Okay. Now let's gonna look to the rest of the party. I've already told Luna this, but I can do a thing that my father Stolte called blood magic.
Okay.
Speaking of
Sounds
the rest of the party, Jason, I sent you DM.
Fifi, I need you to figure out if if they still know, if I can do that in this, whatever this is, world, universe, dimension, timeline,
If the magic works,
if
Lu-
if I am capable of blood magic,
Luna,
because
Then
can I?
am,
I thought
if I
that's a bad
am
oh,
that,
idea.
you mean if Bella Bellator, as they know you, is capable.
yes, if that is the case, then maybe the scales aren't a permanent thing, and I won't have to keep disguise self up the entire time.
Yeah.
And then also find out how long ago the original war was.
Wait, we shouldn't do that. As we said earlier, BP doesn't have any more of a connection than us.
Other than the, I did say
We
that most of my friends were Malvics, even though they didn't like them. So Atiel could reasonably assume that all of you are Malvics, but he knows that I'm not.
okay. We don't know if we can trust this Atiel though. We know nothing of this world. What is one way we can find information without involving people? Books.
Libraries.
Exactly. We need to research without involving real
Right,
living
this is
people.
this is not a point Fifi would make, but out of character, I'd like to point out the Karaweans were all about libraries. Do we know if the Malvics would be?
Would Bella know if the Malvics would be?
They do, but it's more for posterity rather than for like actual learning or anything. So you could probably find some information, but not nearly as much information as when the not the Malvics, the
Contraband
Karaweans ruled.
books.
Oh, okay,
It'd probably be a lot of propaganda.
yeah. There's... I think I might have an idea. But I can't be the one to do it if they think I'm a noble asshole.
What's your idea? I can do it.
I need someone to go down and start just talking about Devon. If
Alright, good talk or bad talk?
Good talk. Good talk.
I'll also point out that despite me being a fairy, which Atiel did recognize me as a fairy, he was still more surprised that I wasn't a Malvic than that I was a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
That means that they probably... Okay.
So I can't go down there saying, "Oh, I'm new to this world. What's going on?"
Yeah, no, that's okay. Luna, you said you can go down, right?
Yeah, I can do
Do
that.
you know
What's
do you know how to trick people into giving up information during casual conversation? Because if you can
Luna just grins.
if you can gather information on me, what Bellator sang was Malvic, what they know about Bellator sang was Malvic, and what they know about how long ago Devon gave the gift of the Malvics, if you can figure those two things out, then we're gonna have a lot easier time here.
Alright. Alright. You guys stay here, or, well, do whatever. And, well, I'll get us some information. Luna will go to head out, but before she goes, she'll kind of look through the wine selection, choosing wine.
Bella's not touching that wine.
Okay, so Luna, you take a wine and head down to the lobby?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. What is everybody else doing?
What?
No, you go.
Milwaukee is going to dip her pinky into the wine and test and see if it tastes like there's poison in it.
You taste it. Make me a medicine check? Yeah, medicine check. It does not taste abnormal to you. It actually tastes pretty decent. Like good wine.
Like, what's the room look like?
The room is very, very large. Very tall windows all over the place, looking over the entire city of Aliona. Everything is covered in marble. Like the floor is solid marble. All the tables are solid marble. Everything is solid marble. The room is decorated primarily white and red. The most of the red being small Malvic symbols every once in a while. But some of the red is just like maybe there's some red marble in one place. Everything is very, very highly decorated, very clean, very, very fancy, and very large. And this is just like the living room. That's it.
Is there a closet?
There are many closets, yes.
Okay. Bella's gonna look through different closets and try and find a Malvic a mouth. Are there Malvic outfits in these closets? I'm assuming.
There is nothing in the closets.
Oh, lovely.
There's like clothes hangers, and that's it. And maybe like
Never
some
mind.
robes, and that's about it. And the robes would have the Malvic symbol on them, but they're like bathrobes. They're not robes that you can like wear out and not be a weirdo.
Got it.
Walker's going to look at the window and try and see like what the general layout looks like.
So you look out the window, and the entire place looks pretty much the same. Very, very close together buildings all over the place. But as you look towards the spire itself is just as tall as it was before. However, on the side of the spire are, on each side, massive Malvic symbols.
Is there like a bed or a couch or anything like that in the room?
Yep, there is a couch.
She's going to sit on the couch.
Okay,
Bella's
it's
gonna
very
sit
comfy.
on the couch as well.
It is a very comfortable couch.
She's gonna put some space between her and Muriel, but she's gonna sit on the couch as well.
It is also
Now
a
I
very
imagine-
large couch. So
I imagine the three of our characters, like Malake on one end, and then Bella on the other, and then Fifi taking up a whole seat in the middle.
Bella is gonna look over at Muriel. You said you read about the Malvics, right?
Yeah.
It's okay if you don't want to tell me, but why?
Let's just say I have history with them.
Bella nods. I can understand not wanting to talk about it. If we
Fifi
won't-
looks up at Malake and says, "Are you a Malvic?"
Absolute silence, no response.
It's okay. I wouldn't have wanted to talk about it either had it not come up earlier when I accidentally attacked Yosi and then Rue. I don't expect you to want to talk about it either. Bella's going to kind of close her eyes and thinking to herself, the voice that's been plaguing her since she returned to the material plane, she's going to listen to it and listen to what it tells her. Listen as it berates her, telling her she's weak, telling her that if she can't do what she was born to do, she's nothing. Listen as this voice tells her everything that her father once told her. She's just gonna listen. She's not gonna push it down. She's not gonna resist. She's just gonna let it talk. Knowing that whatever it is that he would have said, that he did say, might be useful. Through the sea of insults and abuse, there might be something helpful that she can get from this.
Okay, and with that, we are going to call today's session.
I was going to say I need to go. Where did where did I send that gift? Did I send it to the right channel?
I don't see it.
Send what?
I sent, did I send it to Jason?
No.
No, who did I send this to? Fuck, I thought I sent it to the general channel, but it's not there.
What are you talking about? Maybe.
I did send it to the complete wrong server, and
Oh.
they are very confused. Okay.
Nice.
This GIF I sent when Luna smiled about being asked if she could go down there and get information without asking for information.
Where? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
It's in general
There
now.
it is.
Okay. Time has come.
That's perfect.
Well,
Damn.
I
was just about, but right before you called it, I was just about to have Fifi suggest that we go and have our spa day anyway.
That's hilarious.
Messed up. Luna is off working, and you dare suggest that you have a spa day without Luna there.
Arguably,
those pools to help you.